Good evening, my crime family. Oh, it's good old Friday again, and we're going to have a good old time in here tonight. I do believe it's going to be one of those nights. Yes. I got to go say hi to my crime family. Yes. And there's quite a few in here, too. So, yeah. Hey, Lisa. AR, how you doing, brother? All right. We got Glass Boss, Sweet Surrender, my girl. Yeah, Deborah, you gorgeous little girl, yo. Lisa, good to see you. Nevada, good to see you. Hot Mess, good to see you. Nacho, my girl. Of course, Strange. Gotta see you, girl. Robert, Leah, my girl. Sooner, girl. Natalia. Kathleen, my girl. Aunt Clara, how you doing, girl? Yeah, lots of chatters in here, and lots of people in here not chatting. M. Cause, good to see ya. Hot mess. Debbie Gazzardo, good to see you. Ro, good to see you. Thomas, good to see you, brother. And T. Taj, good to see you. Cindy Abbott, good to see you. Sherlock, good to see you. Crazy P, good to see you. Jennifer Hansen, good to see you. Donna Shaw, good to see you. Shelly, good to see you. Yeah, like I said, there's a lot of people in here. Jackie, good to see you. Yeah, so we got lots of love. Tina, good to see you, girl. Lots of chatters going on in here. All right, I'm gonna bring up our guest here, and it's two guests, Pia and Bob. Yes, yes.
Hey,
Pia. Hey,
what's up,
Bob.
Tommy?
What's going on?
Bob's actually not here right now. He's hanging curtains
Oh,
for
isn't he?
T-Taj.
Oh.
He's hanging curtains, but he'll be back.
Well, T-Taj is in there, right?
Yeah, she's in here.
Right.
She's not gonna miss out, but she's supervising them right now.
Supervising the curtain hanging, huh?
Yeah, yeah, she's very
Friday night.
excited.
I've never heard of that one before. A Friday night curtain hanging party.
Come on, you never did that, Tommy? Oh my God, so much
Hey,
fun.
you know what I did do though? You know,
What did you
back
do?
in the drink, back in the drinking days, and my best friend when he was alive, and he was in a wheelchair, but he fucking loved the party, and he partied like every day. So there was a 2 week stretch where I drank every day, every day. I mean, get up and just drink. You know what I mean? And so Tuesday we were listening to we ended up listening to the public radio station, and it was National Tuba Day. So that was the party excuse for a Tuesday.
You're like, woo, Tuba Tuesday.
National Tuba Day. Hey.
That's hilarious.
Yeah, that's pretty crazy. Pretty crazy. The first
When
thing I
is
want to
National
do,
Tuba Day? Do you know?
I have no clue. That was I think the year that was 1994.
Oh wow.
So, right.
May 3rd. This year
That's
it's
a
on May
long
3rd.
time.
You got to do a Tuba Day stream.
May 3rd. Yeah, I do
Yeah,
that in
May
memory of
3rd,
my best friend there that passed. Right.
right?
Um, okay, I'm going to start out because there's a lot of talk about lately. There's a lot of people putting pretty good content, and this morning I was a little, kind of out of it a little bit, but
A little
say
bit.
the say the least, right? But I want to talk about what she had to say, and I think that's pretty important too. But I also want to run this
What is her
because
channel called?
true crime. Hold on a second. Twisted True Crime something here.
Oh,
Twisted Tales of True Crime.
huh.
And yeah, she's gonna be a good. She's gonna be a good
She's
one.
pretty new, right?
Yeah, but she's probably one of the best ones I've seen that I know. Uh, yeah, she's gonna be good. And she brought up that well, you want, and we'll talk about here
Yeah.
in a bit. But the first thing I really want to do is tonight commend somebody. Um, Everybody knows Karen, and hey, did I see Inquisitive in here? That I did. Hey, Inquisitive, if you're out there, hello. Um, Bianca, Joe, hi. Glass Boss, hi. Christine, hello. Um, where was I?
You're talking about the girl from this morning who made the video. She's pretty new.
Yeah, no, but I want to commend Karen. Now everybody knows
Oh, that's
Karen,
right.
and she's one of my producers, and she's one of my mods. And we produced the show on Jonathan Lewis, and the one that was beaten to death.
Yeah.
Um, and she worked really hard, and she put on a nationwide, uh, like a walking with a like a protest rally, a rally. That's what they are.
Oh,
A
that's cool.
nationwide rally on Valentine's Day, and it got news attention in Las Vegas, and it was pretty big. And she's the one that put it all together.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so I want to commend her for that and kind of show. I'll show this first video here so everybody kind of remembers it. Um, this is the mother of Jonathan Lewis. Okay, so we're getting off of Koberger for just a few minutes here.
Father of the Rancho High School teen killed in a group beating in November speaks out for the first time.
She spoke exclusively with our Kristen Drummond about her son, Jonathan Lewis, who would have turned 18 years old today. What she wants the community to remember about him and her message to his accused killers on his birthday.
An understandably emotional day for Melissa Reddy. While she continues to grieve losing her son, she's also doing her best to celebrate his life.
This is where my son Jonathan is on his 18th birthday.
An urn on top of a dresser, surrounded by candles, pictures, and other mementos in Reddy's home.
And so we bought him some pretty flowers. He also liked butterflies. Even though he's in heaven, we're still celebrating.
Looking at family photos.
He was only about 2 years old here.
Wearing a special t-shirt to honor Jonathan Lewis, a middle brother to two siblings who Reddy remembers as shy but with a sense of humor.
He loved skateboarding and basketball. And he was really a big kid at heart.
Memories that keep Lewis alive in her heart after Metro Police say he died in a deadly beating in a back alley near Rancho High School on November 1st. A now viral video capturing that moment. It shows a teen identified as Lewis punching a person and a group responding by hitting, kicking, and stomping Lewis until the point of unconsciousness. He died 6 days later, Reddy making the decision to donate his organs.
Well, I promise Jonathan that for every kick, scratch, punch, hair out of place on his body, that we would save a life.
What is this experience like for you as a mother?
It's torture. It's pure torture. Every single waking moment, every second of my day is about this.
Metro Police say the teens scheduled the fight after school over a pair of stolen wireless headphones and possibly a marijuana vape pen. Reddy says the fight happened as she was getting off work. She sent this text to her son: "I'm about to clock out in 5 minutes. I'll see you." Jonathan responding with only a question: "You'll see me?"
That was the last message I ever received from my boy. And sometime in the matter of 14 to 17 minutes, my child was dead.
Nearly 3 months later, she continues to mourn.
That I'm standing here talking to you about my son's murder on his 18th birthday.
Wanting to know why he was killed, realizing she may never get that answer.
The anger, can't even begin to tell you or describe it. The hurt, same thing.
But she can continue honoring his memory and seek justice in his death.
And I don't know what happened that day. I don't know the full details yet. What I know is But Jonathan's not here anymore. And I don't have him. I'm never going to be the same.
Metro Police arresting 9 teenagers so far in this case and charging them with murder. 4 teens are 16 years or older, which means their cases automatically moved up to the adult court system. 5 others remain in juvenile court for now. A judge still needs to determine if they will be tried as adults in this case. Metro Police continues searching for a 10th person of interest. Reporting in studio, I'm Kristen Drummond, News 3.
Yeah, that's a really sad story.
That is really heartbreaking. Like, why were there so many people beating on him? I don't understand. Like, one person.
That's just unreal. And they just kept kicking him in the head and shit.
Yeah.
Unfucking believable.
Nobody ran to help him either, right? Because there's so many people.
No. Yeah. It's just over. It's just really sad. I'm gonna run. No, I'm gonna run. Where am I at here? Yeah. No, I'm gonna run this, and this is from the news station, I do believe. Okay.
Violence, Jim and Latoya, as well as asking for harsher punishments for the 4 defendants who have so far pleaded guilty to voluntary manslaughter in this.
Yeah, let me back that.
Several people came together outside the courthouse in downtown Las Vegas to remember 17-year-old Jonathan Lewis on Valentine's Day.
Kristen Drummond is live from the memorial to his life tonight. That's by Cyril's and 21st Street, right where this attack happened. Kristen, what is their message to the community?
Well, they're really raising awareness about teen violence, Jim and Latoya, as well as asking for harsher punishments for the 4 defendants who have so far pleaded guilty to voluntary manslaughter in this case, those 4 defendants in juvenile court. And as you mentioned, yes, I am outside the memorial. As you can see, this isn't a back alley. And up this fence, this is where Lewis was attacked by a group of teenagers and beaten to the point of unconsciousness on November 1st. He died from his injuries a week later. Now, strangers are joining with Lewis's mother to raise awareness about this case and to also make sure no one else experiences her heartbreak.
How can you not be impacted by the violence that occurred on that day?
Wearing t-shirts and holding signs, a group gathers with Melissa Reddy outside the Regional Justice Center.
Oh, did you want a sticker for Justice for Jonathan? Here you go.
Standing on the corner in downtown Las Vegas to raise awareness about her son, Jonathan Lewis, the 17-year-old who died following a group beating near the Rancho High School campus on November 1st.
Of course, we want to bring attention to school violence. He should be alive today if somebody would have stepped in.
The support for Reddy does not end in Nevada. In Tennessee, women in a town about an hour away from Nashville host a Justice for Jonathan rally. All here not knowing Lewis or Reddy before the fight, but say they're deeply impacted by Lewis's death.
I just felt if my son had been killed in that way, I would want someone to acknowledge it and to just support his mother in this time of need.
Video submitted as evidence in the case shows the brutal attack in a back alley. Metro Police say the students set it up over a pair of wireless headphones and possibly a marijuana vape pen taken from Lewis or a friend. Metro Police arresting 9 teenagers between the ages of 13 and 17 years old at the time. 4 so far pleading guilty this month in juvenile court to voluntary manslaughter. Another 4 pleading not guilty to murder in adult court. The last teen continues evaluations before a judge determines if he'll be tried as an adult. Reddy follows the case closely.
It's very upsetting. It's really nerve-wracking and disappointing. It's just a bunch of emotions all at once.
Do you forgive your son's accused murderers?
That's not something I'm willing to discuss yet.
Have you thought about it?
Oh, I've thought about a lot of things. And forgiveness comes in time.
Ready find support among this crowd, all connecting on the Justice for Jonathan Lewis Facebook page, a private group with more than 700 members around the world. They share messages of hope and coordinate these events.
This is an example of humanity and kindness and love, and how much people are affected by my son's story.
Bringing strangers together.
Did you know Jonathan Lewis? I did not.
To spread a message of love on Valentine's Day and make sure no one forgets Lewis.
I hope to see you at our next rally. We're going to do this again.
So right now we know 4 of the defendants who are in adult court. They will be back for a status check next week. And court records show attorneys for 2 of the defendants filed court papers this week claiming that prosecutors did not provide sufficient enough evidence to the grand jury to charge their clients with second-degree murder as well as conspiracy charges. Now, of course, we will be continuing to follow this case very closely. That includes a disposition, which essentially is a sentencing for one of the juveniles in this case. That is also scheduled for next week. Reporting live near Rancho High School, I'm Kristen Drummond, News 3.
Yeah, so that's what Karen. I really commend you for that. You denied that was all Karen that did that. She lined
That's
that up.
awesome.
Yeah, and yeah, I really commend her for that. That's what she's been doing in the background, and you know, she will have a show on this channel at some point, her own show, and there's probably going to be a couple others that have their own shows on my channel also. So
That's cool.
That's kind of the route that we're going to go. Yeah, that's kind of the route we're going to go. You know, everybody will have their time and stuff. Yeah, and to my mods, we're going to have maybe a meeting after this. All I'm saying is keep your eye out.
Keep your eye out.
Keep your eye out, my subs. I don't know if you got that Discord message or not.
I think I saw
Moonflower,
something.
my girl. Yeah, I texted him in Discord.
Cool.
Oh yeah, we want to keep.
Ain't nobody got time for that shit.
Yeah, we're not gonna have time for any bullshit. My
Nope,
mods
just
are
true
on
crime.
my mods are on high alert. So if anybody has
Right there.
any ideas, you might as well throw them out the window.
What are you looking for?
And for to some people,
Maybe in
some
the
people,
bedroom. Right there.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah. And to some people, we know who you are.
Yeah, it's not too clever, you know?
Yeah.
Try a little harder. Jeez, we're like true crime investigators, right? Like, try a little
Right,
freaking harder.
right.
God.
Yep, we know who you are.
You're not getting a shout out. Jesus Christ.
Even if you don't think we know who you are, we know who you are.
we get it. We got it.
Yeah, my mods are awesome. They investigate everything.
Yeah, they are.
And you know what's crazy about having this many mods, and then I have other people too. I do have other people that aren't mods, and they see everything that's going on out there because they don't text. You know what I mean? They go in and watch, but they don't text. So they just keep an eye on things. You know what I mean? So and they learn a lot that way. So we kind of know what's going on a little bit. But yeah, that's a really sad case. I don't know, man. You know, you almost lose faith in humankind after watching something like that. It's like, Jesus Christ. Unbelievable. But anyway, let's move on to Mr. Kohlberger. And we're going to watch. Yeah, we're gonna watch Twisted one more time here.
Okay.
And
everybody
and
should subscribe to her. Sure.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Should definitely subscribe to this gal. And she brought out something that really needs to be talked about. And I don't know if everybody's seen this morning's video or not, but I'm going to run it again. So Yeah. This, what's going on here? All right, there we go. I think in time now.
Need to subpoena LinkedIn. I do not think that I saw in any of the documentation that law enforcement sought out a search warrant of LinkedIn. This needs to happen, and let me tell you why. Welcome to Twisted Tales of True Crime. Hi, I'm Deborah. On some of my social media platforms, like I'm known as Auntie D, but here you can call me Deborah. If you want to check out those other platforms, you can find me on TikTok and also Instagram. Again, today I want to focus on the tidbit of information that Olivia put out there, but I feel was completely overlooked. She was sitting with Chronicles of Olivia. She brought it to the creator, Chronicles of Olivia. Thank you, Chronicles of Olivia. I pulled this from from some footage that another creator had utilized. So thank you both. Olivia noticed that Kaylee's LinkedIn account had been
Hello? Did he pause it?
removed within 24 hours after Kaylee had passed. This struck me as a vital part of information, a vital piece of information. Check this out.
Here's a screenshot of Kaylee's LinkedIn account. Notice how Kaylee's account was active at 11:33 p.m. on November 13th. This was 12 hours after the 911 call was made, and her account was deactivated.
The content is unwanted or harmful. But obviously I don't like it.
Olivia also shows me an email where she messaged Moscow PD and asked them why they deleted Kaylee's LinkedIn. They replied and said it was illegal for them to do that, and it was not them. So the big question is, who was logged into Kaylee's LinkedIn, and why was it deleted? Kaylee had other social media accounts. Why her LinkedIn? It just doesn't make sense.
When many of us sign up for different accounts, we never, I don't know about you, but I don't always read what exactly I've signed up for, as far as like what type, how deep into my privacy have I given up. So the reason why I say that, they need to make a subpoena for the LinkedIn is when you go to LinkedIn and you begin to examine what exactly have I signed up for when it comes to allowing this company to have information from me. You want to examine the privacy policy. You want to examine what they call terms of service. And many of
This is like really important information, I think, and it really does pertain to this case.
Those when you go to the sites, they ask you for certain information. They ask you to okay cookies, and cookies are the ones where all the companies get the goods. When you think about cookies, think about they're so happy that they got the goods, like the Cookie Monster. They got the goods on you. They got all your information, or a lot of your information that you have consented to, So one of the things that is really key for them to know who you are, you want to check out authentication, because authentication, it tells you a lot. It tells you that they have to make sure that when you log into this account, you are who you say you are. Okay. And that has to do with them authenticating you. So here it talks about what are these technologies that are used by LinkedIn. One of the things I always like to look at is the authentication and security, because around authentication and security, there's always a lot of information gathering just about you, the person, your computer, your tablet, your phone, wherever you've logged into. So basically here, when I read LinkedIn security policy, it says we use cookies and similar technologies to recognize you when you visit our services. When you visit our services, what that means is, how are they going to know it's you all the time? There's a cookie on your machine, especially if you always logged in. They also know, remember, the ID of whatever client. And think about a client as your phone, your tablet, any type of device that you are using, computer, to navigate to get to this website and get access to your specific account. So that is what they're using. So in other words, whoever turned off Kaylee's account, they need to be a suspect. If Bryan Kohberger, any one of his numerous IPs he's ever used from pop up as the very one that turned off her account, or deactivated her account, it would show. It would be a part of LinkedIn's logs. So that's something that they need to subpoena. They need to subpoena LinkedIn's log files, because there they will be able to understand the person's targeted device that they use to log into. Our computers have a MAC address. It has an ID associated with it. There are specific IPs that I'm sure each one of these kids use. If they were at home, they use they use their IPs to log in and to to log into this account. If this account utilized the IP address at 1122 King Road later on that day to turn off and disengage and cancel her account, then that would mean someone that has access to that internet service from that location has disengaged her account. Also, it would have the actual device that did it. So that would be key. That would definitely raise eyebrows if the person who disengaged the LinkedIn account was associated with Bryan Kohberger, one of the roommates, one of the previous suspects that was on the suspect list. That would make this suspect. I think a lot of people want to know the truth. If law enforcement or some other citizen or whoever did this, I think we deserve to know.
Colonel Jessup, did you order the code red?
You don't have to answer that question.
I'll answer the question. You want answers? I think I'm entitled. You want answers? I want the truth. You can't handle the truth.
You know what I'm saying? But if it was law enforcement, which law enforcement professional did this? And if they did this, why did they do this? They need to be a suspect, because what is it about her LinkedIn account that drove them to turn it off? This right here is huge evidence. And Olivia, her sister, was, oh my God, if I could have a sister that is as enduring and loving and caring as Olivia is so, I mean, she was on it. She was there trying to make sure she gathered all the evidence and all this other stuff. And this right here is key evidence. I hope and pray that Olivia pushed them to get a warrant for LinkedIn, because there is information here to get. And here it says, in security, it says, we use cookies and similar technologies to make interactions with our services fast and more secure. Like once you log in, many companies, even LinkedIn, want to make it convenient, so they will put cookies on your machine to be able to say that this person's machine and this person's session is safe, to continue to have services. So, or to continue to have a session open, because it's a friendly end device, So this right here is a critical piece of the puzzle. Within 24 hours of the death, this count was turned off, and it was not turned off by when Olivia asked the law enforcement. So this right here is a critical piece of evidence. I don't think I have seen any warrant that was seeking out LinkedIn. If there is, let me know in the comments, because I haven't seen it. I'm going to have to go back online, but I don't remember seeing LinkedIn. And this right here is critical. Let me know what you think in the comments. I just thought about this. I really believe that this is critical. Thank you again for joining me, and I appreciate you. I'm still working on continuing on what I dialogue with you guys about when it came to other information and data. I just thought about this, and I just wanted to put this out there and see what you guys thought. Thank you again. I definitely appreciate you, and let me know in the comments.
Subscribe.
Yeah, so that was pretty good. Yeah, they used your little deal there. I see, EJ, I noticed that.
Yeah, they do. Well, it's not ours, but yeah, it's like our signature kind of.
Right.
It's a good sample.
Right. Yeah, it is, and boy, I'll tell you what, man, that really why this hasn't. I remember talking about this like in Rory's channel, and we wondered about this shit, but that's been months ago, and still we have not seen any warrants for LinkedIn. And why wouldn't they? Why the fuck wouldn't they? It got shut down an hour, and nobody knows who shut it down. Nobody knows who had that password to do that. It could be the family. It could be the family. It could be Jack D.
Yeah. He probably knows all their passwords. It was probably their anniversary, Bob said. The password was probably their anniversary.
Right.
That totally could be.
That who knows?
For her birthday,
it could be Jack D. It could be the family. It could be the FBI. It could be LE.
Well, it wouldn't have been her family, right? Because her sister is like, who did this, right?
Well, that's true. Yeah. Right.
Well, at least not her.
Right.
Right. What's her name? Olivia.
Right. At least not her, unless Christy did it, But I think she would say something. I think the family would have said something.
Yeah, and I think the FBI just pretty much goes after social media first, not like your LinkedIn.
So who in the hell would have her password
Kaylee.
Besides the family?
Kaylee's password would probably be Jack. Yeah.
Yeah, probably be Jack. Or, and the only way they're going to find out is by why, I mean,
he could probably guess it if he didn't know it. You know what I mean? He could probably guess it.
Right. He could probably guess it. It was probably Murphy. It was
could
probably
use her
Murphy.
Right? It might have been Murphy.
Yeah.
He could have used her fingerprint too if he was
Murphy.
there. He could have just pushed it on an iPhone.
Yeah.
It's pretty morbid, but he could have done it.
Yeah, I just I think it's important that they get to this, and why they haven't. It just makes me wonder, and maybe it's we don't know. Maybe it's a fucking officer that's involved or something. I mean, that stuff's been around. Who knows? The only way they're going to find out is by getting a warrant for it, and hopefully Ann Taylor hears this, or gets the idea about this and finds out who actually did that, or somebody needs to get. I don't know why they don't think of it.
Maybe they think of it, but they're just not saying it. You know what I mean? Not yet.
Yeah, I don't know. You think they would have all the warrants out there by now?
I just can't believe they only have one person. It doesn't make sense to me. One person.
It doesn't mean that you got a lot of static going on. I don't know.
I do have a lot of static, Bob. He said I have a lot of static going on. Okay, hold on.
Microphone or something.
We'll fix it. Hold on, I'll be right back.
Yeah. So what do you all think out there? Matt, you know what? I'm gonna go grab my glasses and I'll be right back. All right. Excuse me. Yeah, it's kind of hard to read everything here. All right, what's going on out in chat line here? So what do y'all think about that?
Is that any better?
Yep, seems like it. It must have been like
Megan in chat has been saying something a bunch. Tommy, I'm not surprised that you're still getting warrants. They were still getting new tips as recently as January 2024 per Ann Taylor. That's Megan, I think it says. Mehgan.
Okay. All right. Yeah, I see that. And then
she has one before that too. Yeah.
Yeah. Whoever deleted her LinkedIn is probably the same individual group that made all the frat sorority kids Snapchats that talked about the crime at 8 a.m. Permanently retrievable, right? But they can get information like what the IP address is that hit that. I mean, from LinkedIn, they can warrant that stuff. Their servers keep that information. I am pretty sure.
Yeah, they do. I can't remember which video we did, but on our channel we did one where it said that like these kids that like put anything on social media because they think like apps like Snapchat will say like, I don't know what it's like, maybe you can see your Snapchat message like twice unless you screenshot it and then it's gone forever. But the truth is it's not gone forever.
No, it's not
for
gone
the
forever.
FBI, not for anybody like that. It's always there.
Right.
It's just it's a fallacy if you think there's privacy like that. That's ridiculous. We're all being monitored and watched.
Oh yeah, there's not a doubt about it. I'm trying to look at everything that's being said in chat here. Someone wonder if Kate's phone or other device could be unlocked by her image. Remember the Moscow LE took the picture ID when they had no reason to even be there.
Yeah, they totally
That was kind of a strange deal too.
That was when she was coming out the backsliding door with Hunter, right?
Right.
And he had like plastic cuffs on him, something weird like that.
Yeah, it was really strange.
Yeah, zip ties. Creepy.
Right.
Like, what is that? What are you doing in there?
And Thomas, recall the FBI was already present and operating with this investigation, right? Yeah, there was already an investigation going on, and who knows what that was all about.
Yeah, and I heard a rumor that some guy from, what was it? Oh, man, it was some other murder case, and he, like, had altered the evidence or something. I don't know. Dang, the chat probably knows. I know you guys are the same people.
Right.
But, like,
I don't know.
Guy, and he's on the Idaho 4 case, and he was already known to be a liar. You know what I mean? Lying cop.
Right, yeah. Oh, a lying cop. Yeah. Like a super, like, pathological liar, dude. Right. Megan, I don't know if he told me he was, but I haven't talked to him. I had a nice talk with him, like, I don't know, maybe a week ago.
I think
But we didn't get down to when he was coming back or anything. And are you the Megan that I used to talk to in that group? I'm just wondering. You look like her. I used to talk to this Megan, and that group has like over 100,000 fucking people in it. Oh,
Holy cow!
Yeah, I can't do it. The nasty people out there. Fucking nasty.
That's a lot of people.
Yeah. Yeah, and I think I agree with Sherlock there. I don't think the FBI would be shutting down LinkedIn that fast within 24 hours. I mean, that within 24 hours of that, what happened to me, that's almost like the person that did it or something to do with it. You know what I'm saying? That was like that's really fast. I don't know. It's just.
It's weird to me that they would like do it that fast, right?
Right.
I mean, warrant.
Yep.
You have to get a warrant, right? And then you have to. Oh yeah, this guy too. Yeah, I saw this comment.
J-Dub, yeah. Okay, you sent me that. Yeah, that's probably true. I mean, I got all kinds of people with masks that night. Shelley actually has case phone. I heard.
Yeah, but there's all kinds of ways to like manipulate the camera. You know?
Right. Fallon is saying,
yeah.
Are we sure law enforcement actually has Kaylee's phone? I heard at the very start of the case that the unaliver took the phone. Yet Kay's family seems to think LE took and has the phone. Yeah, who has her phone? Does LE have her phone? Because they have not given it back to the family. And that's a little weird too. It's been well over a year and they have not got her phone back. Do they got her phone or did the the unaliver take the phone?
I thought that Christy said that law enforcement had the phone and also had
That's
all
what
of
they
her,
think, yeah.
They also had all of her
That's what they
bank
think.
cards and stuff, all her debit cards and credit cards.
Right. Well, here's what Fallon is saying, are we sure LE actually has Kay's phone? I heard at the very start of case, unaliver took phone. Yet Kay's family seems to think LE took and has the phone, but they haven't returned it. Why haven't they returned it? They should have returned it by now. They should have got all the information they needed out of that by now.
By now,
and
yeah.
And giving it back to the family.
Like how long does it take?
Something isn't right there. Yeah, there's
maybe she had more than
Debbie's
one phone.
link. Well, that could be. A lot of people do.
A lot of people do, yeah.
Right. You can always say your opinion in here, Deborah.
Yeah.
You know that. Let's see what else. I have to look at what the chatters are doing, saying.
Rock Chalk.
Yeah, but what I think what we're saying here, Thomas, is that let's say Jack D, he might have known her account, so it might not have. We're not saying like LE or FBI. I mean, that could be them, but there's also the possibility that somebody knew her password or could guess her password.
But if it was Jack, if it was Jack wouldn't have left those calls to him on there. I don't think. You know what I mean? Because it would be incriminating. So he would probably delete.
Yeah, they have to have Kaylee's. They have to have Kaylee's phone because they seen all the phone, the calls to Jack. So they do have the phone. You know what I mean?
Yeah, last I heard,
they
Kristen said they had her phone.
Yeah.
And then Steve said he was upset because he wanted to see the last moments of her life. Not moments of her life, but like, the last pictures she took, the last people she talked to, things like that.
Right. Oh, if it was my kid, I'd want that fucking phone like almost immediately.
Right.
And it doesn't take them long. That's what's weird is it doesn't take them long to get that stuff off there.
No, they just zip it off. They just download it.
Yeah, boom, bam. It should be done, and the family should have her phone. Why aren't they giving her the phone back? Is there something they want the family to see?
That's weird though, because he has the right to have a
You
private
know what I mean?
investigator, and he has one. It's not called AR knows what it's called. I don't think it's called a private investigator. AR called it something else. But
Yeah,
Steve,
that's what it's listed as on their Facebook page. But yeah, I know what you mean. Yeah,
yeah, so they have their own person, so he should be able to see it too. That's
right.
not fair. Just like they're doing with all
Yeah,
the
there's something
stealing of
going on.
everything. Yeah, definitely there's something going on. It's not
Yeah, I'm
great
sure.
either.
Well, but Deb, it would be the information that would be the evidence.
Information on the
Uh,
phone.
on the information. They should be able to take that information off the phone and give the phone back to the family. And that's what Steve is saying. They've been waiting for this phone for like ever.
Right.
And they should have already had all the information off that phone and all the evidence and everything. They shouldn't need to have the physical phone.
And keeping the bank information and the debit cards makes me think that whoever unalived
right.
them, they may have transferred money from her accounts after they did that.
Right.
They could have asked her to log in before they did it. We don't know what happened, you know?
Yeah.
Or she
there's
could have
no
been
doubt.
permanently logged in. They did her fingerprints, saw what they could get. Apparently she had a lot of
Oh,
money.
there you go.
Golf Inspector
Golf.
General.
Yeah, let me get Golf up here. Golf, I want you to come up, all right? We got to get Golf here up here. Let me load this up here. She always has a couple of good opinions.
AR's in here too.
Let's see, where am
The
I?
wise man.
Where the hell am I?
Minnesota.
I'm looking for myself.
You're
Yeah,
up in
man.
the
I got last
great
night,
north.
man. Also, I thought it was kind of getting a little bit chilly in here, you know, and a little
Is it
colder
cold?
than it normally is. I wouldn't look. It's 14 below fucking zero last night. I was
Holy
like, what the
cow.
hell?
It's
I
freezing.
mean, it was just, yeah, it was just like nice not long ago.
Yeah.
Good old Minnesota weather. That one night, that one day, we had a 70-degree change. 70-degree
Wow.
change in one day.
Wow.
Yeah, that's pretty nuts. I'm just waiting for chat to load up here. And this
Fallon.
link here is for Golfster.
Couldn't Kay's family see messages to Jack from Kay because of Well,
I gotta
Fallon,
shut
I
this
wonder
up.
if maybe Jack showed her family text messages. Because the first thing he did was like strip his shirt off and stuff and show he didn't have any marks all over him or whatever, according to Steve. So
Yeah, I know, but
maybe Jack
you
showed
know,
him some stuff, you know?
that doesn't fly with me, though, girl. That doesn't fly with me at all. Because, like someone said, if there was a machete involved, he would have never got anything on him. And
Why?
he could have been involved still. I mean, he might not have been the guy that had the weapon in his hand. You know what I'm saying? What is going on here? Why am I
Yeah,
not
but
being
who
able
said
to-
that about the machete?
There you go, Golf. There's a link for you, Golf. That is for Golf. Okay. Now back to where I was. What
Joe,
were we
yes, he
talking about?
does own an axe. We're talking about a machete, and I said, who told you that it wouldn't splatter? Who told you that?
Well, if they had a machete, they wouldn't have had to got so close to them where they might have not been able. They might have got away with not getting any marks on them. You see? Oh God, dang it! You see
You
what I'm
lost
saying?
it. I saw that light go out. You closed it, right?
There. And I would like to introduce the Golf Inspector Inspector General.
Inspector Ass.
I almost forgot the ass in there.
Let me respond with a toot toot.
Beans, beans. She just had beans, man.
Beans, good
Actually,
for your
not
heart.
today, but I love beans any day.
Yeah, so do I.
I
I
do
haven't
too.
had a good bake. My mom used to make them, the molasses, and they bake for I don't know how long, and they just like thick, and they just stick right to your ribs.
Oh,
You know what I mean? Those
Yeah.
are good though, man.
You like
Big
some
chunks
thick.
of bacon and shit.
I'm a fan. I'm a fan. Toot toot.
Right? The
How you
magical
guys?
fruit.
How are you guys tonight?
Good. How are you?
I'm good,
Good.
thank you.
Yeah, how are
It's
you?
been a busy
Awesome.
week.
Yeah.
Right. It's Friday.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's Friday. Yeah. What'd you think of that video? And Debbie,
It's interesting, and
it is.
I've also always, when we discussed this last, I think on Rory's channel,
That's what I thought we did. Yeah.
I said the family don't have the phone. Obviously, they never gave it back to them, and
Right.
I wonder if they do too. I agree with Chat. I wonder who has that phone to begin with, because you can get all the data off and give the family the phone back, but I don't know if they collected it as evidence and the intent was to keep it. So I don't know about the phone part, but this definitely is interesting as far as the LinkedIn account goes.
It
Absolutely,
is. It
because
is
it's sort
definitely.
of telling a story of somebody had access, obviously, which is, they need
Yep.
to figure out who did that. And of course, if it's them, the police, they're not going to tell anybody. But I'm guessing maybe since
Right.
we haven't heard about it from the family, because Steve talks, and I'm
Right.
guessing they
Yep.
got
He
an
does.
answer, and we just don't know it. Is my guess, or we
Well,
would hear more.
we definitely the police must have had it because they had the information of her calling Jack D those 7 times. So apparently Ellie did have it.
Mm,
You know what I'm saying? Otherwise,
yeah.
we wouldn't get that information. So, uh, but it takes them like in a day they can have all that information and give the
Mhm.
phone back to the family, and they
Yeah.
haven't done that. And it makes me wonder why they keep holding back information and stuff like that
Mm,
from the family and from everybody. And
mm.
they already got the information on it.
Yeah, I agree with that. But again, it's the information. They're holding it back for a reason, obviously, if they have it, which I do think now that, I'm positive that
They
they do.
probably do.
Yeah, but yeah, there's been cases where they keep the phones throughout the trial and then they get it back afterwards because there might be stuff on that phone that they need, right? And but then again, the LinkedIn account, you don't have to have that phone to wipe a LinkedIn account. All you need is a login information, correct? So,
Yeah.
but my thinking on that is that law enforcement knew, or they did it, and they told the Gonzalez family after they saw that, can you just tell us if that was you? Because we haven't heard about it since. That's my only point is, Steve would be talking about it for sure if that's,
Right.
if it was still active of an issue for them, and we haven't heard anything.
Right.
So just judging from that.
Yeah, I suppose they might be keeping it because there's that gag order and they don't want the family talking about what's on it. Is that what you're kind of
Yeah.
saying?
Well,
Right?
for the phone part, yeah, and I've seen cases, so this is not something that doesn't happen, that they keep the phones. Law enforcement keep the phones. So not always do they give it back to the families until after the trial.
Right.
That's
Right.
all.
I suppose.
So I don't
And
see anything wrong
that's
in that.
telling me, I don't either, but you know what that's telling me?
Mm.
It's telling me that there is stuff they're going to use on that phone.
Exactly.
Right.
Exactly. There is something on there that
Yeah.
gives away something, right? And for that
Right.
reason, they're not going to release it until after trial, because then they might have to wipe it, and why risk it? That's
Right.
risky. You know what I mean?
Right.
Because
Yeah.
they could take everything out of it, all the data, but
Like Kopaka's phone ended up being
well, yeah, and but
totally white.
we don't know about that 100% because that information is from Darren Duncan, which is his best friend. So that's a
True.
third party, thing. And again, we
Right.
don't know if that's real or
You
not.
would think it would be true, that he wouldn't lie, but
I cannot
it's
remember.
the internet.
Yeah, I cannot remember exactly who he got it from. I would be interested to learn that because he just said it and
Wasn't it
then,
just like left on the counter?
but he wasn't there. Darren Duncan wasn't there.
Good
He might have
question,
stopped
Bob.
by after or something.
He heard it from
No.
someone, probably. I want an answer to that. Like, how does he know who told him that? Because I can tell you the cops probably didn't tell him because that's straight up bullshit. So I can't
Right.
remember if he mentioned it might have come from his mom and dad or something like that on that side. But I would like to know that because it could have been mentioned in that interview he gave with someone. I can't even remember who it was now.
Right. And Lori, no, I haven't found out any more thing about the knives at all.
Did you see?
I'll-
Go ahead.
Go ahead. Well,
Did
I
you see
think-
Bob's question?
No, I didn't.
Herb Burnley.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Yeah. Herb Burnley.
Yeah.
Get it?
Yeah. Where's Herb at? I'm trying to look for
He's
Herb
right
here.
two below Lori, the one you just did. Two below that one.
Oh, the one I just did. Oh, right there. Yeah, okay. Oh, he had didn't he have an Elantra and then he had a truck too, I think. Didn't he have a white truck and an Elantra? I think
I don't
isn't
know.
that what he had? Golf?
I don't know about the Elantra. I don't know. I'm gonna say I don't know because I
that's what it
cannot
was.
remember. Somebody might have asked Darren, and he was talking about a truck, but I could be wrong. So I'd rather say I don't know 100%. But I think Darren was
Right.
talking about a truck. And now this is a guy who hasn't seen him in years. They talk on the phone
Right.
quite frequently, I would say. So we have to be
Yeah.
careful with that information.
Yeah, I think that's what some I've heard, but that's
Mhm.
second, third hand, fourth hand, fifth hand
So did-
information. So
Yeah.
Did anyone from the school get her position at that company? Or is that just a rumor?
I was wondering about that too, and I'd like to get somebody
know.
on that to see if they can't find that out. Because I've been hearing rumors on that one. Yeah, you must be hearing the same things.
Yeah, I was hearing something about Hunter or one of the Jacks. I'm not sure, but I know it wasn't Jack DeCoeur.
I heard Adam. I heard
Oh,
the rumors.
Adam.
Yeah, you're still. There's
Okay,
like a
hold on,
static
hold on,
there.
okay.
Like, yeah.
It's crackling. It's probably the headset
Right.
or something.
Yeah.
It seems like it's crackling.
I remember that happening to me one time, and it was my.
Mhm.
Remember that golf?
Yeah.
You were the one that kept saying it was me, and
I was bugging you. It was crackling,
Right.
crackling.
Stop you crackling.
Yeah.
I'm gonna plug in the mic. I'll be a minute. Go ahead, guys.
Yeah,
There-
yeah.
there's
That's what I heard too.
There's a good question here from let me see. Let me scroll. I can't even scroll up on that. Hold on. Let me go to the
There's a
other
bunch of good
number.
ones. I think we should just be talking to some of these chatters
Yeah.
because we got some good chatters out there tonight.
Terry Martin
like that.
posted, I thought the Gonzalez family
Oh, yeah.
downloaded the KG's phone right after the murder happened because they were on a family plan. Is in LA handpicking the release? How else do we? Oh, so basically, when you are on a family plan, the only thing you can download really is what's on the iCloud and inside, like the calls coming, going, how many. You don't see the text messages, but you can see how many and when they went out and came in and so on. So it's
Oh, okay.
limited. On iCloud, I think that was an iPhone she had, but I could be wrong. But on iCloud, you can see some photos, you can see, other things. And if they locked down if you think about it, if they lock down Snapchat, they're going to do the same to her iPhone data.
Right. Yeah.
Now, how much
Here-
they got before, you know, right after the killings
Yeah.
took place, they might have gone in and downloaded some of it that was
Got
on
some.
the iCloud. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
That's probably how
So,
they know some of that stuff.
yeah,
Deborah was
exactly.
like, she's going to stick with her intuition that SG, Steve Gonzalez, deleted it because Kaylee was working and quite successful, more than meets the eye, to protect her at any cost because it's going to be gross. She did have a lot of money. And that makes you wonder what he means by when he said there's going to be some stuff on her that's kind of gross.
Mm.
And I swear, golf, I swear, when this first went down, when this very first went down, and this is before I knew Rory, this is before, I mean, this is like, fuck, man, like 2 days after.
Mm-hmm.
I seen a video, and it was of Kaylee dancing, and it was an OnlyFans account, and somebody had taken like from their phone a video of her on OnlyFans and posted it. And I said that in the group, and I told them, and they just jumped all over me. Yeah, you know, I mean, because things were new, and they didn't want me, you know, attacking any of the victims like that.
Mm-hmm.
And so I said I was going to show them, and I went back to and it was gone.
Deleted.
It was deleted, and I swear it was Kaylee.
And
But,
do you remember
you
whose
know,
channel it was?
no, hell no, no,
Oh, okay.
not even. I mean, I just had been. I mean, I didn't have a channel. I mean, I didn't.
Uh-huh. Yeah, you know, I
I wasn't
understand.
into the case
I
yet.
thought
Yeah.
maybe you took a mental note of who had posted it
Not
somewhere.
even. I
Or,
wasn't.
oh,
I didn't
okay.
think I was going to be doing this kind of
'Cause
thing
it
if
would
I
have been
would have
interesting
known.
going to that channel just to look for what other videos that person had, right?
Right. Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I didn't pay
Mm.
no mind to it. I just went back to that group, and I
Yeah.
didn't even say anything. I just shut up.
Yeah.
Uh,
But yeah, to answer the other question you just had, now if Steve Gonzalez went in and deleted something from that phone on the iCloud, possibly, I doubt it though, but he would be in trouble. So I don't think he would do
yeah,
that.
you would think so. You
Yeah.
would think so.
Yeah.
The only one that could, without getting in trouble, would be Ellie.
Mm. Yeah,
You know what
because
I'm saying?
they can tell who did
Oh,
that. They can tell who did that. So I doubt it.
right. Yeah. But they haven't even warranted it. You know what I mean? They don't know shit because they haven't
Mm.
checked into it.
Mm.
That's what gets to me. They haven't put out a warrant like they have for everything else.
Yeah, I don't see one for LinkedIn. I don't remember seeing one.
No, there isn't
So
any.
yeah.
And that's
Which
what that video is all about.
which
Is
maybe
why
means
not?
maybe that gives us the answer. They know who did it. It was them.
That could be.
Yeah.
That could be. But then what are they hiding?
Well,
And
I
why
mean,
you know what I mean?
it's maybe I don't know technically how this works on LinkedIn, but maybe when you if you request data from LinkedIn. Oh no, they didn't have a warrant. Okay, so that doesn't work. Okay, I was going there
Right.
with you need a warrant. I was going to
I
say maybe
know.
they have to deactivate or activate the account for a certain period of time.
But yeah, they
And
didn't even have a warrant to
yeah,
go in there and
yeah.
shut it down.
So
So
I don't
why are they
know.
ignoring this? Why are they totally ignoring this? That's why I'm saying this video is such a great video that Debbie
Hmm.
did here from Twist. Actually, I was hoping she would come in today.
Hmm.
I didn't have an email for her. She did comment on my video this morning, though. I'd like to contact her and have her on panel sometime because she
Hmm.
seems like she's pretty intelligent and has some pretty good ideas. And
Who is
you know what I
that? Who is that?
mean. Deborah. She said Deborah, but she said Debbie in the
Oh,
comment
okay.
from Twisted Twisted. What is it, guys? Twisted True Crime. Something. Twisted True
Okay.
Crime.
Okay.
What was the deal? Or wait, is this it? No, that's us. I just ran it anyway. Twisted Tales.
Oh, okay.
Twisted Tales of True Crime. Yeah, Twisted
Okay.
Tales of True Crime. Yeah, yeah. Sub her up, and
Mhm.
she seems like she's pretty good. And when I seen this, I was like, oh yeah, this is good. And she only has 7 videos out. You know, I mean, she's just
Mhm.
starting out. And you know me, I love promoting the new ones.
Yeah,
and
boost them up a little bit. You're doing good
boost
too.
them up.
Yeah.
And especially when they put out good content, you know, they
Mhm.
should be known. Because I haven't really seen anybody really delve into this. Why haven't they gotten a warrant to see who did this?
Mhm.
Because apparently it can't be them either, because they would have had to have no warrant to do it.
Well,
Right?
yeah, exactly. So what I was saying earlier, it doesn't hold. So I
Right.
retracted it. I
Right.
proved my own
Yep.
point that it was wrong.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah,
Good.
that's an interesting thing, is that they shut it off, and but Olivia caught it, which is cool. But my assumption is going on that purely strictly because we would have heard about it, I think, from Steve if he didn't get clarity or closure on that question.
Right.
Yeah.
I'm gonna take a look and see. Someone said that Bubblies couldn't be here tonight, she said, so
Oh, okay.
which is a bummer. Yeah, I was kind of
Yeah.
hoping she could come in, but someone said she's got a really good new one that just came out. And which one is it? It must be this one, right?
I
She
haven't
puts
watched
them out so
anything.
fast that it's hard to keep up.
Yeah, I haven't. I've been taking a little break here this week because I've been super busy, so
Yeah,
I haven't watched much
yeah,
of content at all.
right.
Sometimes you can,
I don't know
everybody needs a little
much.
break.
Oh, I'll tell you, man. It really, yeah, I agree with that 100%. I took a little break last night for a couple of hours and watched a movie, but I'm learning that production between the three of us. By the way, where did she go? Where did Strange? Where are you?
She's rebooting her computer, she said. She needs to
Oh,
reboot.
okay. All right.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we have a
That's gonna be
production
good.
going on between Pia, Bob, Bubbly, and I, and
Mhm.
it's coming along pretty good. And
Okay.
yeah, it's going to be really good. It's really good.
You're getting good at
And
it,
just
Tommy.
yeah, well, I'm learning this new software you haven't even seen yet. I'm just this production's going to be pretty good. And what
Yeah.
it is just so people know what it is. We're covering it all. We're covering Chuck Banfield and Linda Lane, and it's all going
Mhm.
to come together as one. And each one of us has one section, and
Oh, cool.
we come together, and it's going to be quite eye opening. And
Mhm.
yeah, and I think it's about time someone jives them all together. But I think one of the main points too is showing that creators can work together.
Mhm.
And I would love to see this more often between other creators.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Get
That's
together in
it's a
a
good deal.
collaboration.
Correct.
It is, yeah,
Yeah. I'm
yeah.
looking forward to
It
seeing that. That's going to be cool.
sends a good message
Yeah.
and stuff, instead of all the bickering that's
Yeah, that's why I
seems to go on.
honestly, that's the only reason I need a break sometimes, is to stay away from all
Right.
that bickering
Yeah.
and not because you hear it everywhere and
Yeah.
it's just too much. So Terry Martin has a good question.
She? Yeah.
Yeah,
Where are
I
you,
don't
Terry?
know if it was directed here to me. if there are students talking amongst themselves as to what really happened and student were informers for Ellie, do you think the siblings are keeping Ellie updated on what they're hearing? The siblings, are you talking about whose siblings?
Yeah, what
Terry?
siblings? Yeah,
Um,
that was my question too. Whose
if you're
siblings?
talking about, let me go down to the chat here. I'm guessing she's talking about who are you talking about, Terry? I don't want to guess. So answer.
Yeah, Terry, we need to know whose
Because
siblings you're talking
a couple
about.
of them had siblings, right, on campus there and
I guess
Pullman.
I don't get the siblings part. That's what's throwing me.
Yeah. Oh, Ethan's bro and sis. Yeah. Okay.
Oh,
All right.
oh,
So
oh,
all
okay.
of
I
them.
got
Okay.
you. Yeah.
All of them. All right. Thanks for
You're right,
clarifying.
right.
I mean, honestly, I don't know if they're holding back information. If there is any information to hold back, I don't know. I can't definitely say that.
Yeah,
So
either can
what do you
I.
think, Tommy?
That's a tough. That's a tough one. I think the ones involved are being really quiet, and most of them aren't even there anymore. They're not even in fucking school anymore.
Mm. I
So
mean, I don't know. Let's start with Ethan. Did he go to the same same sorority? His siblings go to the same sorority as Ethan?
uh,
Oh no, I mean not his sister, but his brother.
the,
Let's say.
the
Yeah.
yeah the same frat.
Mhm.
You know what? I'm not sure if it's the same frat or not.
Okay.
Ethan, I heard, wanted out though. He wanted out of that
Mhm.
that frat. He didn't want to be in that frat any longer.
Yeah. I'm
That
just
that
asking
might have been a
because
problem.
if I guess you hang out with your frat friends, and if let's say Ethan's friends are in a different fraternity, they wouldn't really hang out. So I don't know. I mean, in the sensitive nature that he is the brother and the sister, I don't think people talk around them too much. Is my take on it, but that's just a guess. I think they're
Right.
sensitive towards. So I don't think they know anything. Let me say that. I really don't. I don't think they know very little. They know very little.
Right. You're talking the Sibs, right?
The siblings, yeah.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
don't think they know much either.
I mean, they might have
There's
heard
some people.
rumors, but I don't know more than
Yeah.
that.
Right.
Mm.
Yeah, that's what I think too. There she is.
Here I am.
Can
Can you hear me?
Yeah, can hear you.
Cool.
Yeah. So I was talking about earlier. I was talking about our project that we got going together and how good it is. And I wish more creators would do that. You know what I mean? Because it sends out a good message of working together, and it's going to be quite the production.
Right. I mean, that's what we're doing in all our individual communities, and we're all working towards the same goal. So we might as well work together, you know?
Right. Yep.
Like, there's a lot of creators that don't want other people to use their stuff, but at the same time, like, I don't mind if people use our stuff. I know Jeff H doesn't mind if people use his stuff, you know? It's all just to try to find the people responsible, right?
Well,
it's all
I'm
about
using
Kaylee and Maddie and Xana and Ethan.
Right. In my part of the production, I'm using other people's stuff and I'm using my stuff too. So
that's cool.
It is a production. So yeah.
Yeah, but everybody should give credit to wherever they get whatever from. That's
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Sure.
We're gonna have a list of
not I'm talking about. I don't know if anybody mentioned. You said strange suspicion. You said you were in somebody covered something from you, or did they give you credit?
Yeah, anybody can. I don't even care.
But did they give you credit?
Oh yeah, always, yeah.
Oh well, then you know, that's it.
Yeah. That's what Pio was saying, was that, you know, that's cool that people, you know, and the credit, of course. And in this production, we're giving credit to anybody that we use. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
There was somebody mentioned that Hunter, I think Ethan's brother, was a Sigma Chi.
Yeah, and
So
he received the first scholarship too from his parents.
yeah, so
Which is
yeah,
just
I
the
mean,
same as paying for it, which is weird.
I have no idea how much he knows, or if they're just keeping numb around him, or I don't know. I don't know.
I
Yeah,
wonder if they're
Megan
telling
said
the
that's
parents
true.
different things too.
Right.
Because
Megan
they always say the other two when they're talking about Xana and Ethan, Kaylee's parents.
Right.
They're always like, and the other two as well.
Right.
So that's why when he said like they didn't have to go upstairs, I'm wondering if he meant like the target that there was a target and that he figured out it was Xana and Ethan and they didn't have to go upstairs.
That's what I thought.
Because they
Right,
could have
that's
just
what
went
I
out the sliding door after they did that, but obviously they were trying to see if anybody was there, but they weren't interested in Dylan.
Right.
Even though she opened the door
kinda
over
gave
and
the
over.
order away in a way.
What do you think?
He kind of
Come
gave
here,
the
Bob.
order away by saying.
Come here, Bob wants to tell you what he thinks.
So there was 3 sets of stairs in that
Hey,
house,
Bob.
right? Hey, how you
Hi,
doing?
Bob.
Yep.
Hi.
So there's 2 or 3 sets of stairs in the house, right?
Well, there is one from the first floor up,
Yeah.
and then one from the
Yep.
second to third. Yeah.
Okay, so
Yeah,
what if
two sets.
what if he entered in the front door, because I heard the front door was open. I heard something about
It was
that.
left open, yeah.
Left open. Did you guys hear anything like that? I don't know if it was true or
Yeah,
not.
yeah. Well, yeah, it was left open. It was open at 8:30 in the morning anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I wonder if like the intended targets were either Dylan or Bethany, and they weren't there at the time, and he went up the stairs.
I've wondered that too. I've wondered that too.
I don't know. I was just thinking this weird,
I was thinking something too about like, you know how we're all looking at the cars, right? Like Linda Lane, we're looking at all that stuff. We're looking at, that looks like.
The cars are red herrings, I think. I don't think the cars.
I do too. You know what I was thinking? If it's a frat
They're
boy,
red
right?
herrings.
Then there's no freaking
Yeah.
cars. We don't need to look at any cars if it's a frat boy. They don't
Yeah.
need to drive there. Why
Yeah,
would they?
We all know it happened at Linda Lane anyway. At least.
And who's keeping watch? Probably the people watching from Sigma Chi, because you can see the house right from there. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's their lookout.
A 30-second walk. They don't need no cars. Cars
Oh,
are all
no.
red herrings. That 300 Chrysler, it lives right there at 500 Queen Apartments.
Right, that's a red
all it did
herring.
was ride around
That's
that
what that
distance.
is.
Yeah, all it did was go around in circles.
Right.
I think I was watching what was going on myself. But and Megan says Kaylee and Xana or Maddie had left their sororities. And that's what I
Oh.
heard. Very
Oh,
odd.
so that's all
especially
three
given
of them.
Kaylee went back to very odd, especially given Kaylee went back to Moscow to attend a sorority party that weekend. Some frats won't even allow you to leave. And that's what I heard too, is they left
Well, how long were they
sororities.
supposed to
And that-
stay in it? Because she was graduating, right? Kaylee?
Aren't you like golf? Aren't you like a lifetime member or something, like when you're in a sorority?
I don't
Unless
know.
you
I
leave.
mean, do you not? I haven't been in I was schooled in a foreign school in Sweden, so I didn't go to college in America, so I don't know.
Right.
But I thought you had to pay your dues, but and I don't know what. I think you said something about Kaylee was loaded with money, but I don't
Yeah.
really think she was. I mean, she had gotten a job, but
just
she hadn't
spent a bunch.
started. And then that
I heard
car
she had
she
like
had,
10 bank accounts and shit. She has a bunch of bank accounts.
I
and-
don't. I
and
mean,
to-
we know from the warrants that they took a lot of bank. They wanted a lot of information from banks. Now, is it all hers? I don't know. I don't know if she's
I heard
got,
there was $100,000 in there.
I have
What's-
no idea.
You know,
I
that's
have no
rumored.
idea.
You know.
I heard the Easter Bunny was real too.
Yeah.
Right.
So no, I don't know if that's something.
There's
you can
many
rely
Easter
on.
bunnies in this case.
That's right. Easter eggs, yeah.
Right.
We're getting it
Um,
every time they have a hearing. we get something new. So that's always good.
Right.
Hi, Randy.
Yeah. Okay. I'm going to run this bubbly video. Someone said that her new one is really good. So this is from, I don't know if this is the new one or not, but it's from 3 hours ago. So
Yeah, that's the new one. She said she's taking the night
is that
off.
the new one?
Yep.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I know. She said she wouldn't be here. So
Yeah, she has plans.
okay. Right.
Oh, wait,
She must
somebody
have a
wants to
hot
call
date.
in.
Who?
Hold on. Let me.
What? I don't have a phone
Well,
number.
Oh, okay. I think it was Terry Martin.
Terry Martin.
Yeah,
Can I
Terry.
call
Terry,
in with
yeah,
a couple of questions?
no, I can't do that, girl.
I thought maybe she wants
Anyway,
to jump
let's,
in the panel.
okay, we'll might do that after this video here.
Hi, Deborah.
I'll get this going. Oh, come on. Jeez. Okay, I'm going to refresh this here. It even does that. Why? Sometimes it takes a long time.
Technology.
It doesn't even want to refresh. What the hell? Open that, losing connection or something. Oh,
How
it's
many
usually
times
not
did you
this
click
long
it?
at all. What the hell's going on here? Well, it won't even let me, I'll try stopping it. There it goes, I think. Page unresponsive. I'll wait. Holy cow. I might have to redo this. Okay. I'm going to go to YouTube here. I'm going to bring up a whole new tab.
Yeah. It's
Something
slow
going
today.
on here. Holy. All right. And I got to stop this. Matter of fact, maybe I'll just X that out. Because I don't need that right now. Okay, so this should go a lot faster now. Yeah, StreamYard's been really acting up for like the last 5-6 days. It's been awful. I sent them a deal. You know how they ask how it went or whatever, you know?
It goes
I sent them
awful.
a deal
That's how
saying,
it goes.
You're
Yeah.
lagging, man.
Fuck that. Like, what are we paying for? It makes no sense. We're paying for lag.
Clean your servers out. Right.
Right?
Clean your
$1
servers
bill
out.
for lag.
Right. Okay. No. Okay, then I'm gonna have to go this way. Jeez, I was just there. It didn't even register me as being there in my history. So that tells you
Weird.
something. It's really acting up. What the hell? Must not have a. Oh man.
Dun, 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 dun. AR Hayes.
There.
How's it
Oh,
going,
I got
AR
it.
Hayes?
Oh, Tommy, you can't get it to work. That's okay. We
Oh,
can
it's
talk.
good. Yeah, you guys go ahead and talk while I set this up. You guys go ahead and
I
talk
forgot
away.
what we were talking
Talk
about
to-
now.
Talk to the chatters for a little bit here. I'm almost there, so
I'm curious what Terry's got to say because she said I got a lot of good questions. Okay.
Yeah, type it in the
I
yeah,
chat.
she
wanna
does.
hear it.
She usually does. She usually has. Some
No,
pretty
she
good
does
questions.
type good all the questions, but it's hard to keep up with chat and talk and read all of this at the
Yeah,
same
it
time.
is. Yeah.
And
Try to
Right?
listen.
I mean, you're so popular.
I can't even respond in StreamYard. I have to go to the actual video, the YouTube video to respond.
Right. Well, that's what I have to do to like when I put links and stuff. You know what I mean?
Oh,
I
yeah,
gotta.
yeah, yeah.
I can't do it in StreamYard. I have to do it from YouTube.
Yeah, it gets all complicated. It's very limited. Like
Right.
StreamYard seems extremely not YouTube friendly at all. At
And
least not
well, it used
for
to
you
go
guys.
a lot smoother than this. It usually is a lot smoother than this. This is really being a bugger here. And it's her.
It's
Okay.
really.
Let's see if I can do this now. I'm going to do this quick so I can get back to there.
I know you can do it.
Yeah, the problem is YouTube going to do it? Yeah, it went right back to a fucking white screen.
What the hell?
Oh yes,
Yeah, that's all I can say is.
let's get those likes up, people. Like the video for Tommy, our boy.
Yes.
And Terry, type your question if you're still here.
Yeah. And
Or your questions.
he got Rory to say hello to you all. That deserves a little like.
Who's Charlie?
I'll get to that in a minute. I'll get that to
Is that a
in a
dog?
minute.
You're calling a dog?
No, I'll get to who Charlie is. No. The whispering, I can tell you right now, they used whisper boxes. We've already figured that one out. Whisper boxers and modulation boxes, and we've proved that here just recently. Okay, God dang this thing. Let's see what's quiet. I don't know if it's moving.
Oh, it's a bird saying Charlie, right? Or that bird
Yeah,
just
it's a
named it.
bird
Yeah.
saying Charlie. But I know who Charlie is. That's Reed Upmar's nickname.
Oh,
is Charlie. So the bird must have been taught to, call out his name, call out his nickname.
Oh, for sure. Yeah. Because birds are real
This
smart.
is it going? It is. But Ethan was already there. If this is a 133, he got there at about 119. At least that's what we figured. Is this moving now or not? God, it's just so acting so fucked up.
Yeah, it's like sticking. It's strange.
There it goes.
There it goes.
Right.
Catch him.
I know. I'm wondering if it isn't Bubbly that was having problems though, or something, because she.
Oh, I don't know.
I talked to her a little bit. I think it was this morning or something. She said she was having problems.
Yeah.
She kind of got into it with me, telling me about it a little bit, you know. So I'm wondering if other people are having problems with this too. I don't know.
Yeah, we were having some problems with
Shows
StreamYard.
that it's playing, but it isn't playing.
Yeah, it's weird. And I don't know, do we trust
This
the
seems
audio?
to be YouTube, or maybe.
Right?
Yeah,
Do
it
we trust
is.
the audio?
I mean, I don't know, because there could be audio
To a
above
certain
them. that
point,
is catching, no, or next to it. Because at one point we thought we heard music.
Right.
Yeah, but there's also
Okay, I
one
gotta stop
point.
this. I'm done with
Yeah.
that. I can't.
There's also one point in the audio that sounds like that fake audio that they released before. It was baked in there. And I don't know if it came or if that was real or not, but that's why I don't really trust the audio on
What
there.
was that audio that was fake? Which part?
Remember that
Yeah, what
part?
part?
Somebody said that came from the next door camera. They claimed.
Oh,
that
yeah.
yeah, that one. And it's not the Morrison, whatever the guy's name is. It's not his. He had another one, but then the second one came out, and it was
Right.
on Law and Crime.
But
I think Law and-
that wasn't from Linda Lane. That was from
No, that
other-
was but on the Linda Lane though, if you listen carefully, there's a section in there where it sounds like that. Is all I'm saying. Like you can hear
I couldn't
those
pick up
the
same
cry
thing.
outs. Yeah, I'm saying either it's real or it's not real to begin with, but the two sort of
Right.
overlapped each other. But you have to pay.
I think some of it you have to. What was I going to say? Try to get the earliest version of it, and that's what I always try to do. I know one of the earliest versions is that Vercellus or whatever his name is. That's one of the earliest versions. What's weird is who's got him out. Who's got a clue? Who's got him out?
How?
He's got him to noon.
How?
Tell me how he got those.
Well, I'm surprised there's not more leaks of more videos. Like, if there's a video passed around, isn't there like a clip of anything at all? You know what I mean? Anything.
What do you mean?
That kid. So like at the grub truck, there's this kid and he's like tall. He's wearing a hoodie. He's with one of the girls that actually walks up and talks to Maddie. Or no, to Kaylee. He was talking to Kaylee, and he's a really curly-haired kid, and I think he's Sigma Chi, and his name of his channel is Filmed by Ferris. He was there.
Right. Okay, and he's got a YouTube channel?
Yeah, he has a YouTube channel. Yeah, you could check it out. Like, yeah.
Good.
Yeah. He has, and then he also has a video on there where he's talking to the police, and he talks to this officer, and he says I think he said his last name was Crayon, and he said he was a Marine veteran. And they were like, oh, that's weird. Like, he's a pretty good, funny guy. You know what I mean? But like, he's definitely very connected to it. His videos, like Sigma Chi videos, you know what I mean?
Right.
And he's right there at the grub drug.
What's the name of his channel?
It's called Filmed by Ferris. Let me see.
Ferris with the E?
Yeah, it's Ferris. He's definitely a student at the University of Idaho and definitely allowed at the Sigma Chi house. So I'm guessing he's Sigma Chi.
I found him.
Yeah. Look at his content. It's like Sigma Chi City. Yep, they're all saying it in the chat. Filmed by Ferris.
Have you downloaded any of this stuff to keep it before he takes it down or anything?
No, I haven't. I just seen it a lot. Like when I saw him at the Grub Truck, I was like, that's weird. Like he has a YouTube channel and he doesn't have anything about this, so he must be under a gag order. He was at the Grub Truck.
All right. Here's the page, people. Right here.
Yep, that's filmed by Ferris right there.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
And then look at his videos right there.
Yep. Right.
See, that's at the Sigma Chi house, the second one. It says Sigma Chi. There's Ethan.
What kind of questions? Oh yeah.
See, well, if you let it go, there's Ethan.
Oh, right. Let's take a look at this.
Yeah.
It's still showing out there, right? You guys can see this?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but it's not doing much.
Okay. Yeah, I know. That's what I don't know what's going on, but it's between StreamYard and YouTube. Yeah, let me scroll down a little bit and let the shit load up here.
There. It's
just acting really slow. It shouldn't be doing this. So there's got to be something wrong between StreamYard and YouTube.
You see where it says filmed by Ferris?
This has been going on now for like five fucking days. Well, now it's starting to go that little circle down here, so it might be it might load up here in a bit. But yeah, look at how.
What does it say in the description right there?
Just loaded. This was our second event of Derby Days. Sororities competed in tug of war, volleyball, and lodgeball, while also being.
Well, there you go. He said, "This is
being able to put money towards." Right.
It's starting.
It's game time.
Yep.
And he said, "This is our second event," so he's in Sigma Chi, because he wouldn't call it our event.
Right. Still acting fucked up.
Leave it small.
All right, people. This is
I might be too strung out on compliments, overdosed on confidence, started not to give a fuck and stop fearing the consequence. Drinking every night because we drink to my accomplishments. Faded way too long, I'm floating in and out of consciousness, and they saying I'm back. I agree with that.
Yeah, I've seen this. I've been here before.
I had someone tell me I fell off. Ooh, I needed that, and they want to see me pick back up. Well, where'd I leave it at? I know I exaggerated things. Now I got it like that. Tuck my napkin in my shirt cause I'm just my.
Oh, they're saying it's fine on their end.
You don't want a problem like that. You gon' make someone around me catch your body like that. No, don't do it. Please don't do
Those
it.
are girls.
One of us goes in, we all go through it. And Drizzy got the money, so Drizzy gon' pay it. Those my brothers, I ain't even gotta say it. That's just something they know. They know, they know, they know. They know, they know, they know. They know, they know, they know. Yeah, they know, yeah. That the real is on the rise. Of them other guys, I even gave them a chance to decide. Now it's something they know. They know, they know, they know. Yeah, I be yelling out, money over everything, money on my mind. Then she wanna ask when it got so empty. Tell her I apologize, happened over time. She says they miss the old Drake, girl, don't tempt me. If they don't get it, they'll be over you. That new shit that you got is overdue. You better do what you supposed to do. I'm like, why I gotta be all that? But still I can't deny the fact that it's true. Listen to you expressing all them feelings. Soap opera rappers, all these niggas sound like all my children. And that's who you thinking is about to come and make a killing. I guess it really is just me, myself, and all my millions. You know that they ain't even got it like that. You gon' hype me up and make me catch a body like that. Cause I live for this, it isn't just a hobby like that. When they get my dish and play it, I ain't even gotta say it, they know. They know, they know, they know. They know, they know, they know. They know, they know, they know. Yeah, they know, yeah. That the real is on the rise. Up to other guys. I even gave them a chance to decide. Now it's something they know. They know, they know, they know.
There's Loach right there in the Utah shirt. Right there, and Ethan in the back.
What gets to me is the song is all about money, money
You know
over
who else?
everything. It's kind of weird.
You know who else is in that video? This video right here, I think he's in. The kid that answered the door with Hunter and said that he lives across the street. That guy right there. He was the one at the door with Hunter when they weren't home. That guy. And they said they didn't know if the girls were in a
Money
sorority,
over
but they
everything.
do.
Money over
2022.
everything. Wow.
And he posted that like 2 weeks before.
Right, right.
I'm gonna get him right. Darius fans.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Did he say get him right? Isn't that what that guy said? On that audio, he was like, get right, cuz. Oh, weird. I'm writing that down.
If it comes back, I'll put it towards the end here.
Yeah, I think he said that.
What gets to me is that song. That song.
Yeah, that's a
that
Drake
song.
song, I think.
It's strange.
Yeah, it is. It's 2 weeks before, too, that Ferris posted that. But he's at the
Right.
grub truck, too. And he's interviewing a cop on another video.
Trying to get it over. I'm trying to get it away.
And the cop talks about
There it goes.
the cop talks about how he likes to go running and how he works out and how he used to be a Marine.
Right, right. Yeah.
She do what she do. Work hard, play hard. I respect it.
Reese is peeing right now because he hasn't made a
Okay,
vlog.
listen.
I don't think that's the right video.
Cancel
I
the
don't know.
vlog. I want to be honest. The reason
Yeah,
for
that's
delay
another
on the
video,
vlogs,
Tommy.
is Reese.
That's a different video.
Uh,
It's okay. It's okay. He
Poor
said it
Tommy.
at the end. He said,
yeah.
I'll get him
Would
right.
you,
I'll
well,
get him
would
right."
you? Would you?
But I didn't see what was on his phone. It said Monday through Friday or something on his phone. Might want to see what that said when he holds it up right before he says it. I couldn't read his phone.
I'm just done trying to. I'm done with YouTube. They need
It's
to get some shit
frustrating,
straight.
right?
I don't know what's going on, but
Sucks.
it is. It's really frustrating. Yeah. I'm gonna go look at some stuff after this and find out what the fuck is going on. Maybe it's on.
Do you
our
want to
end
do a
or
little bit
something.
of an open panel to get some people up to ask questions?
Yeah,
and
we
stuff?
could do that. Well, we got an open panel here, but I'd like to get some questions from some of the people out here because they're asking some
Yeah.
good questions. Terry Martin, though, maybe where is she at? Where you at, Terry? You've always wanted to get up here, man. Every time you try,
Oh, did you see what Cold or Covered said?
No.
It says it's
where's
okay.
my
So
glasses? Hold on.
his phone said blades and something about haircuts. That's interesting. So he must do haircuts, but that means blades. I wonder. That's really strange. I don't know. Blades. I wonder what the heck that is.
Terry's here.
I'm
Oh,
here.
okay. All right, Terry, hold on a second. I'm going to drop you a link. Oh, this will be fun too. No.
Oh yeah, getting the link.
Yeah. That means
Right.
I got to go to YouTube.
And the audio.
It might go faster here though, because I'm going now. It's acting okay when I go to the main page. As soon as I go to videos, though, it like wants to.
It's you when you share it and you put it in full screen mode. That's when it messes up for you, Tommy.
Yeah,
If
it
you
seems
leave
to
it-
be.
Yeah.
It's got to be a YouTube problem because.
Yeah. No, it looks like a StreamYard problem. But I think
That
that
could
if you
be
leave it
one or the
small,
other.
Maybe you got a hacker, a stalker.
Well, but it's going to now. It's acting fine. I'm getting to my channel really fast, so
yeah.
it's going to come up here in just a second. Oh, I forgot to grab that.
Oh my God, Sleepy. Sorry. My dog is right behind me.
And then it's when I go to back to StreamYard and then back to this page, it doesn't stay there. It goes back to a white screen and then has to reload all over, and it's like, what the fuck? Yeah, it's never acted like this before.
How many tabs are open, Tommy?
I only got StreamYard and this YouTube right here. That's it.
That's a Grammy was
Okay,
asking. me.
so I got it pasted. Okay, so
Tommy, how many times do you restart your computer?
well, I just restart. I restart it every time before I. Okay, Terry, there's the link right there. Yeah, I refresh it. I restart it before every show.
Okay, that's good. That's good.
All right. So
Yeah.
Terry.
So Terry, just hit that link and then follow the directions.
Right.
If you
And
don't,
if you don't want to show your face,
then
then-
you stop the cam.
Yeah.
Yeah, just stop the cam. Let's see if she grabs it or what.
There's a question from Jennifer Hansen for you, Tommy.
Okay.
I want to
We
know
definitely
why
have to
they
know
didn't get.
offline.
Yeah, she asked. I want to know why they didn't get BK's DNA from him while he was still in Pullman. That's an excellent question.
That is an excellent question,
and
but I've heard
it's
rumors
been
that
discussed.
they did too. But
Oh man.
I see Jennifer answer, but I don't see the question. Oh, there's Terry Martin. Okay, here we go. And Terry. Hi, Terry.
Hello, can you hear me?
Hi, Terry.
Yep, you're
Hi,
loud and
Terry.
clear.
I'm
How
so
you doing,
bored.
girl?
I tried to learn how to get
What's that?
Hi.
Hi.
Lisa.
Yeah.
Hi.
So what's your questions?
Okay, I had one of my. I typed it in. Didn't they? They said that they had. Okay, so
What's that?
they said they had an underage drinking task force. Am I correct? Or maybe
Right.
I'm wrong. Okay.
Wait, who did?
The college, or I guess law enforcement. I'm not quite sure if it was both or what. I don't know if it was.
I would
just
assume they do either way because it's
LE, or if
college.
it was
No.
the college, or if it was both.
Can you repeat? You sort of cut out on that question.
Yeah, what's
I
the
couldn't
question?
hear the question.
Okay. Yeah. Yes. Okay.
Terry, yeah, what's the question?
Okay. So they said that they had. Can you hear me?
Yeah, keep
Okay.
going.
Terry,
They-
can I
okay, so
can I
apparently
say
there was an underage task force for underage drinking. Okay,
And
So
what
when
about
they
it?
did all of those noise complaints, I mean, it's almost at everyone. They said, we're not here. We don't care if you're old or we don't care your age. Yet, you know, they dumped all that alcohol. Why wouldn't they, if they had an underage task force and they're there and they see kids all over the place drinking, why wouldn't they card those kids?
Terry, before answering that, if you're listening to the audio from the YouTube stream, you're going to be delayed. You have to pause or
Oh, the other YouTube. Yeah,
yeah,
shut your other YouTube off.
you have
Yeah.
to listen to the audio through StreamYard because there's
Yeah.
a delay.
You're in StreamYard now, so shut off that YouTube.
It's a very common mistake.
Okay, now can
Yeah,
you
it
hear me?
is.
Is that better?
We can hear you. Are you hearing us live?
Yes. And is the lag
Yeah.
time now done? I got out
There's
of
there's no lag time. So
Okay,
sorry about that, but I figured that was what was going on.
No, you're fine. Thank you very much.
So
yeah,
Tommy,
So you heard the question. Why
Yeah.
did they not card the kids if they had an actual? I mean, money is being put into this, right? This
Right.
task force. Why would they go to all these noise complaints? See all of these kids, you know, drinking.
Oh.
They dumped alcohol at one of them. Another one,
Yep.
Xana told them she was underage and did
Right.
get them. And they always said, we're not here. We don't care how old you are. We're here for a noise complaint. In my opinion,
Right.
why did they not card the kids? I would have said, get everybody
that's
out
a good
here.
question. And if they knew that, if they knew there was underage drinking, why didn't they?
Didn't he say that? Didn't the cops say that when he saw the beer outside? That one time he was like, I'm sure there's a bunch of underage drinking because they just left their stuff right out front.
Right, exactly.
Yeah. But he didn't give anybody any tickets
No.
for breaking and entering or whatever.
No,
That was
tickets,
crazy.
no
Because
checking IDs.
they're in a private home. They're in a private home. That's might be different, like rules
Right, it's
or
off
regulations.
campus.
Yeah, and so when you target kids like they did, we saw that on the band field. If they're outside walking, it's different. But if it's inside a house, I
But
don't
they didn't
know.
give him a breathalyzer or anything on the band field.
No, but he asked them, "Did you drink?" And he said yes. So he fessed up to it, right? Basically. But when you go to somebody's house as a cop, I'm assuming here, I'm not 100% sure, but because it's a private resident, you can just not ask for ID for everybody who's in your house. Like we want everybody to come out here and show IDs. That I don't know how that
Yeah,
works. Honestly, from that perspective, from a law enforcement perspective.
I think you know, I'm not sure how that sergeant probably fucking know. The law, like if they know there's underage drinking, does that give them probable cause to go into that house?
Maybe, but they weren't there for that. They were there for noise complaint, which is different.
Well, some of the kids
Right.
weren't even in the house.
Right.
Yeah.
Greg Mertz, I got to answer this here. Greg, yeah, I do watch Nika. I haven't watched that last one, but I've been after the Rosendahl thing for a long time. And
Well, a lot of them are on the Brady list too,
right.
which is where you can't
And,
testify because you already committed some kind of offense.
Nika hasn't come out with a lot of the stuff has already been known, and you know, she kind of got into it all late and stuff, and she has to catch up with her people. You know what I'm saying? She
Yeah,
knows
we all
what's
do it in our
going
own
on.
order. Yeah.
Yeah, and do it in your own time, and she's doing it in her own time to get her people caught up. But the Rosendahl, yeah, he is creepy, and I don't like him, and he's kind of disappeared off the face of the earth. I hear that they got him doing something different now. I'm not sure if
Hopefully
that's
he's getting
true or
parking
not.
tickets or something.
I even heard a rumor that he passed away. I mean, there's all kinds of rumors out there. You know, what do you want to hear?
Yeah. Okay, so then that brings up another question. Those 3 kids were on Banfield. They were walking. They had no open containers, to my knowledge, that I saw.
Right.
And the guy in the middle didn't have an ID, right?
The only one that had any beer was a guy that was Saheed, and he's old enough to drink.
Yeah.
No, but I mean, didn't they not
Right.
get the guy's ID in the middle?
I don't remember.
He had sunglasses on the whole time.
Golf knows Banfield really well. Golf.
I can't remember, but I think they all had IDs.
I think they did too.
Yeah, I think all of them had IDs.
Oh, why didn't he take his sunglasses off? I don't get that. Wouldn't they have to ID his
I don't
face?
know. I don't know if it was sunglasses. It could have been
But-
those glasses
Those
that
are
turn dark.
sunglasses.
Yeah,
But
those
why-
are definitely
okay,
sunglasses.
Here's a question I have is, okay, at Banfield, and you know Banfield well, everybody does.
Mhm.
Okay, so they stopped these kids, right? Why did they stop them? Because they weren't proven that they were drinking. They didn't have any beers on them.
Mhm.
Right.
And they
No
Here you have,
breathalyzer.
you have people walking behind, you know.
I know.
You know, but they concentrate on just those ones, and that's I guess
Because
my
that's
big
their
question.
job, is to catch those poor kids out there having fun in the middle of the night. And what was embarrassing about this, that one block over, and it's not even a block, it's like a hop and a skip away, right? Is
Yeah.
where
Right.
a murder takes place almost at the same time, and they're bothering with this kind of
Nonsense.
kids, you
Petty
know, having
shit.
a little
Petty
fun
stuff.
on a Saturday Eve. You know, that's why it catches everybody's attention. I think that's something you see everywhere, and cops go after that because that's exactly what they like to do. It's an easy peasy target, you know, for them. Let's just say
True.
that. So
Right.
they target these kids. They have nothing better to do. And so, yeah, it's not a good look, but it happens probably all the
It's probably
time,
fun for
everywhere.
them.
Yeah.
There's a lot of people. And I gotta say, I'm one that is on the fence on this, but it seems like they were trying to, like it was like a red herring type of
Mhm.
thing.
Noni
That they were
Poppins.
like a distraction away
Yeah, it
from
had
what was
to be
really going
because
on.
why were they even there? Did somebody call them?
They say it wasn't there an apparent phone call on it.
I heard that
Oh.
one time, but on who
Wasn't there?
though? I mean, those
I-
three kids.
It's all
Drinking.
It's all rumored. I haven't seen any
That-
proof of that at all, that was called in.
I mean, that's
Um,
not even campus. They're off campus. So why?
Well, no, the Banfield is part of the campus, isn't it?
I'm not sure on that.
I
Yeah,
think it
I
is.
can't
I
be
think
100%
Banfield
clear.
is.
Okay.
And then
Well-
right next to it, you have the Sigma Chi and all those houses. So that's what I'm saying. That's what all these cops did day in and day out, was catching kids for underage drinking. That was their
Exactly. And they
main- yeah.
and
Right.
wouldn't they be just like any other law enforcement? They have quotas they have to make, right? So that's
Yeah,
why
every town has theirs.
it's
Yeah.
so why would you not want to make your quota? How easy would it
Oh.
be to just, if you're at a house, there's underage drinkers, a bunch of them are outside. What's the difference if they're outside of that house or they're across the street and outside?
I think it's an issue of like private property, basically. But as I say, I could be wrong, but I think it's an issue with private property like that, and just
And this is a good one by Mark B. 252 is the last call to Jack D. Body cam turned on 2:53:53, less than 2 minutes later, 160 feet from 11:22.
Hey, Mark
Yeah.
B.
That's pretty strange. It is
And
really strange.
suspicious. Strange and suspicious.
Very
Okay, this is
suspicious.
another question.
I mean, so you got 252 is the last call to Jack. And then what time is it? Those people are running by.
Right, but anybody could have
Call.
called Jack.
What is the time? What is the time on those people running by? Wasn't it 3:01?
Yeah, it was like right around that time. Yeah.
Yeah. So
not sure.
not
Actually,
even
the
10
four
minutes
were
later.
running before 3:00 because they were still
Was-
in Banfield talking to, I think, Saeed or whatever. So it wasn't even 3:00 yet.
Yeah, Golf. Where are you?
No, it couldn't have been because they crossed the street when that happened. I think, when the camera, their body cam pans over and you can see it closer.
What? Bubbly's in here?
Is Bubbly in here?
Yeah.
Okay,
What
Bubbly.
the heck are you doing, girl?
Yeah,
That's not what I
Bubbly.
heard. Is that the real Bubbly?
She knows. Oh, okay. Wait a minute. Body cam
People meet
starts
you
at, what did you
busy.
say? Body cam starts at 2:53. Runners at 3:12. That's
Yeah,
what it
that's
was.
what I
Yeah,
thought.
3:12.
Yeah,
That's it.
I
That's
think
it.
they were
That's
on the other side by then.
it. Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
Bubbly, I'm leaving you a link. All right.
Yeah, what's up, Bubbly?
Okay, so here's
Yeah.
another question, and I don't know. I mean, this is literally pure theory or just
Terry, you always have some of the best questions. You do.
Why, thank you. I learned from the best.
Should come
So the guy with the sunglasses, first of all, it was pitch black. Okay.
Right.
The guy with the sunglasses, in my opinion, those glasses looked a bit like Ethan was always wearing in all of his pictures. And I don't know if it would be possible to be able to like put one picture next to another picture and compare them. I have no idea. And like I said, I don't know if those are his glasses, but it's a thought, Can you imagine if he was already passed and that was like a trophy? Because they were
Yeah,
coming from
Saeed was
somewhere.
like giggling. He's like staring at them and giggling. He's like,
Yeah.
the whole
Bubbly,
time.
Bubbly, I left you a link. Bubbly. Come on. Come on down.
Okay. I have. So anyway, the glasses, I would love to know if they look identical to Ethan's. I'm just curious. But, and then the other thing was, and I haven't heard of anybody else that was going, but we all know that supposedly Kaylee was going to Europe, right? Before her job.
For vacation, yes, I heard that came from the Gonzalez
Right, yeah.
family. Yeah.
Okay. Spain is part of Europe. So they didn't, I never heard them say Spain, but it's Europe. So who knows? But I thought very odd that guess who was going to be going to Spain at the same time is Loach. Now, was that to be a, what do you call a handler?
That's really strange. Yeah.
Do you see what I'm saying?
If that's
I
true,
can't
if
put
that's
that
true,
together.
I don't know where you got the information, but hi, Bubbly.
Hello.
Hey, girl, how you doing?
Good to see everybody. Good to see there's some people in chat who watch my videos. I could tell Wayne is that someone out there. He's like, hey, she did that with Ferris like months ago. There's some crazy stuff out there, you guys. And yeah, I know I have like almost 700 videos, so I know it's probably a lot to take in.
You got a lot of videos.
Yeah,
you drop
you have
them.
a
You
lot
drop
of
them.
them. Yep.
So my question for everybody here is that on the police record, it says when the police report, you can look at it on the Moscow thing. It says Banfield call. The 301 call was for Banfield, and it says officer requested case. Right. So that means that there was not a 911 call. That means that they requested the case, like they saw something or they were in the vicinity, something happened or somebody called, wanted them to check on something, but not directly a 911. So their body cam starts at 2:53. If the 911 call comes in at
301, yeah.
3:00.
Really?
I thought
Oh.
there was something at about
You
3:01.
cut out
yeah.
there, Bubbly, but I think I understood what you said.
Yeah.
Sorry, you're cutting out a little bit on us.
Oh, am I? You know, it
Yeah.
was hard.
Eek. Yeah, we lost her. Oh,
Are cutting out too, so
hold on,
yeah.
we lost you for a second.
So you guys are cutting out. You guys are like buffering in StreamYard as well as I'm talking to you, so it's weird.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, there's StreamYard's been acting really fucked up lately. And I think you've been having some issues too, haven't you? Or something with the computer and StreamYard and all that shit. Haven't you been having some problems, Bub?
Yeah, but not on StreamYard stuff.
Oh, okay. Yeah, we've been having problems for like Pia, you've been, right?
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah, when we did our live, we
Yeah.
had a video we were gonna play first, and it just came up like as a image. It would not play.
They don't like us collaborating.
No.
Yeah,
back
let's
to
talk
your-
about that for a second. Let's talk
Yes,
about that
back
and let
to that
people know.
point.
We do have a production coming out that myself and Pia and Bubbly got together and Bob, and we're
And Andrew, right?
collaborated, and it's going to be a great production, and we're covering the Grub Truck, Banfield, and Linda Lane all in one production, and
It's
we're going
gonna
to
be
actually
awesome.
make sense to what's going on some of that stuff and the timing of it. It's going to be very eye-opening. Anybody that's been leaning on the fence of if Brian is innocent or not, you will be pushed off the fence.
Good.
So yeah, it's going to be called
Three Ring
what is
Circus.
it? Three Ring Circus. Three Ring Circus, and we are the Three Ring Circus.
Oh yeah.
Just make
Come
sure
on, come
Bubbly's
on.
dressed.
To put it lightly, yeah.
Yeah. So I don't know when we're going to be done with that. Bubbly, how close? I'm probably halfway done, maybe not quite halfway done.
That's about where I am.
That's about where you are. Okay. All
Yeah.
right, yeah.
So-
Pia's gone.
Yeah.
See what I'm
They're
saying? There's shit going
flies.
on. There's shit
Yeah.
going on.
I'm telling you, they don't like us together for some reason.
No.
Right.
So Bubbly, did you
StreamYard.
say that there wasn't? So that's why those two cops were there, Rosie and the other guy.
If that there wasn't what?
There wasn't a 911 call. They were.
No, there was a 911 call at 301, but you guys, seriously, I had that. There was a clipping of it in a newspaper, and it was a couple or someone that lived near that heard it, and they called it in, and I can't find it for the life of me. But stuff disappears in my phone a lot, so that's not unusual. But so the cops were there prior, like their body cam started at 2:53, but the 911 call didn't come until 3:01. But they used the 3:01 call as the reason for the Banfield stop, right? That like it was that they just covered up the whole 3:01 call, the 3:01 911 call. They covered it up, in my opinion. Right? Doesn't that make sense? Does that make sense what I'm saying?
Yeah, I think. Yeah, I know what you're saying. Yeah.
Yeah, because how can you have be there at 2:53 when your body cam starts to stop the guys, yet the call for the 911 that they used in the police reports had not happened until 3:01? Doesn't make any sense.
Right. Yeah,
And-
there's something strange about that whole.
Oh, and the what? As is this Terry? You were asking about this. So the watch guard, that particular, they call it the watch guard, is what they were doing, like with the undercover drinking. So watch guard actually that's not what it's about. I thought it was in the beginning, but when I really watch guard is when they got their body cams. And watch guard was to what they called, watching guard or whatever with their body cam. They would always have them on when they were, doing a stop or whenever needed, And so that's what that is. It's their body cam is called watch guard. So their undercover thing, I think, in my opinion, that was just a cover up. I think it was a cover up for everything. I mean, I can't get that in my head that anything right about that Banfield and those people running behind him that there's nothing right about that. That's nefarious all the way. I can't make sense of that. I don't know about you guys. What do you feel about?
Can you imagine being one of those three guys, and a person comes out there in the middle of the night and he's in plain clothes and he's telling them to stop and come to him? It's like, I'd be like, no, thank you.
Yeah, that's scary, I have to say. Like, why
Yeah,
don't
and
you
the kids.
stop? It's not automatic. You should run if you see that, people coming after you like that.
They're running for a reason. Obviously, there's something. I mean,
Well, yeah.
okay. So there's a bunch of police reports actually. In fact, there was one recently, and even ones prior to this happening, where they're reporting like what looks to be cops coming up, or cops calling them, or attorneys calling their phone. But get this. So this one report I just ran across was a girl calling in saying that she thinks a Moscow police officer put a tracking device on her car because nothing seems right after whatever encounter they had. I don't know. It doesn't go into it. But isn't that that is scary, you guys. That is so scary.
Where did you read that?
In the police reports.
Oh.
Was it the girl that had her car broken into, maybe?
No, it doesn't say, but I'll try to get that up, put it on like even a community post maybe tonight, so everybody can see it. But I just recently ran across that because I've been going through my phone and all my photos, and oh my God, you guys, oh my God, I have so much stuff. I don't know how I'm going to do it.
When did it happen?
That's what I was trying to think is when exactly that happened, but I think it was December something. So that's pretty close to, you know what?
Wow.
So that's frightening.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is.
In my opinion, yes, it is. Bubbly, what did you think about the guy? I mean, about Loach? And somebody had said, well, maybe, they're in college. Maybe they were taking it. Wouldn't we have heard something about it? I mean, not one person. I've never heard of any going to Spain on a bunch of people. So what's your thoughts? Have you been able to figure out or heard anything about why Kaylee and Loach are both going to Spain at the same time?
Well, we don't know if Kaylee was going to Spain. Hold on.
Yeah.
Hold on.
But Adam did have that. I ran across Adam Lado's channel, YouTube channel. There was 2 videos on it. He had one watch on one of them. Like I think they were put up on YouTube for like a class project maybe, or like, graduation project, something like that. And it was just easier to load them that way. I don't know. Kind of that's what it's me. But the 2 videos, one of them was, do you remember that plane that went down that the guy, they fought against it. The lawsuits are coming through. The guy said, no, it's not their fault, blah, blah, blah. And the guy was lying, obviously, but he did an interview, and Adam was covering this interview in his like body language class or something. So he broke that down. I do have the picture of that, and I do have like the transcript of that particular one. I just don't have the video, but I still have that one. And the other video was a flag of Spain behind him, and he was standing in his suit and tie behind a table, and he was talking about how he is a CEO of Uber, and that he was going to be going to Spain to open up a office over in Spain, and I think he called maybe Uber Eats or something like that. So this brings me to the question: was Adam the DoorDash driver? Maybe.
Wow.
Oh wow.
Yeah, and I have those photos.
Wow.
So, yeah, and I brought this up. I mean, this is months before I had a channel. Months. And you should have seen how many people went to watch Adam's.
Well, I know
he took it down.
There's not many people that work harder than you do at digging in. I mean, really. I mean, that's just. I mean, there's not many. The only other one that even would come close would be Huda, and I know you're digging, and I'm really excited and really happy to be working with you and Pia. I don't know what happened to Pia and Bob there. They
Pia went a peeing.
Maybe.
Is Pia? Oh, Pia. I'll get you another deal here in a second. She probably doesn't have a link.
Okay, so here was another question that I've meant to ask for some time. Do you remember the day that Rosie and the older policeman or whatever went to that one frat house? It was during the day. It was the day that they talked to Kaylee.
Yeah, it was September 1st. September 1st.
Yes. So they went to the house where the frat house, and they talked to them. They never once asked for an ID or anything like that, right? And
Correct.
I had asked that question. Somebody said, "Oh, well, that's because they just got the information. They knew they could take it to the car and then call it in and do the check or whatever." Okay. And that's why they asked Kaylee for hers. But you know what? I've watched that several times, and unless it's just been tampered with or it's cutting out, but it doesn't seem like it is. They never stopped at their cars. They went straight from the frat house to the 1122. And the guy said he saw that big speaker, and the speaker was inside, and how would he have seen it?
Yeah, exactly. Well, and the call came in for that 911 call. It came in from a lady her name's Alana, and I looked her up. In fact, I've got a video coming out on her. Yeah, you guys, there's some things that are coming out right now that are pretty freaky, but they got a call from there when they were walking off. So that's Casey Green is that other cop's name, and he's been on the force for 30 years, and he's the one that when they were walking off said, well, we better go give them a warning because it will only be fair. We give, if we give these guys a warning, better give these guys a warning. But the call didn't come in for their place. It came in for the frat house, right?
Exactly.
Yeah. So why did they walk right past all that drug activity going on? There was a bunch of stuff going on in front of that house, and they walked right past it. They didn't even knock on the front door.
That's the other thing. Yes. Because when we knocked on the front, we've been knocking on the front door. Not one of those two cops knocked on the front door.
Correct.
At all.
Yeah.
But they told them they had been banging on the front door, and then they came around back.
Yeah. So after that, I think that's when they put up the lights. I think the ladder might be on the side because they used a ladder to put up lights, because later that night when the cops came back and they're showing you barely catch a glimpse of it, and it's really hard to even tell. If I put a picture up, people are like, oh, that's not a ladder. Well, I think it is. I think that's the night they put up the lights around the house on the patio. And it could be because the cops are coming there. Who knows, Should be in the Venmos, though. The lights that they bought.
Right. Can you tell if you're texting, like if you and I were texting, can you tell where we're texting from?
If you actually put it on your phone that you can do that, they have a way to actually tag it on your phone. Mine's not.
I used to be kind of a hacker back in the day, and and yeah, I could grab your IP. I could crash your, like if you're playing a Yahoo game with me, I could crash your fucking computer.
Oh boy.
So I know some of that stuff. You get these, I haven't done that in a long time, but I know some major hackers. I'm talking fucking major, like, they can break into like satellites and shit like that. And they were busted by the FBI from Washington, D.C., and they still keep an eye on him. When I would, back in the day when, I don't know if you guys remember ICQ. It was okay, yeah, it was a chat thing. When I'd be talking on ICQ with him, I'd be getting my, what do you call it, firewall would all of a sudden, bam, I was getting broken into by somebody in Washington, D.C. while I was talking with my friend. And they had busted him, and he was doing time, and they went to him, and he started working on the good side. And after working with the FBI some, he is now working with Norton's antivirus, and because he used to write viruses and all that shit.
Oh my God.
But yeah, he would break in. He actually would break into like satellites and shit like that. He was that good.
Tommy, you laugh like that's funny. You're one of the bad guys that did that, or what? He's one of the bad guys. That sucks.
He was. I'll tell you what. I was talking to him one time, and and he was telling me about some pictures he had and shit, and he wanted to show me. You know what? He said, "Oh, just here," and bam, it was fucking a folder on my desktop with his pictures that he wanted to show me. Yeah, while I'm talking to him on ICQ.
That's scary.
That's fucking freaky shit. And it was like, what
Yeah.
the fuck?
Well, and it makes me think. Here's one thing too. It makes me wonder about what happened that night. So we got the servers gone down, right? And they're saying that the one guy says, because I found that one guy. Remember, I don't know if you guys seen the video, but I came across this one guy that looked just like Kopaka, and I thought it was actually him. And then I started looking at it, right? So this guy, he is the IT guy at both colleges, both university, and he said that that they do scheduled maintenance, right? For sorry, I'm making chicken noodle soup right now, so I wasn't planning on coming on tonight, but I kept thinking, you guys don't know about the times and stuff. I better go fill them in. So I'm still making chicken noodle soup. So anyway, so he said that if scheduled maintenance goes on during those times, and that it wouldn't be like however the server went down, like it wouldn't be what everybody thought it would be. Like everybody's thinking that like maybe the power went out or something like that. He said no, it would have to be something done, you know, by someone, you know, not just something that just failed.
Right.
And yeah, and so the whole thing with that. So let's talk about the 400 witnesses. So if the IT thing, if that server went down, yeah, and so you've got the 400 witnesses. So what are they streaming this through? Okay, let's revert back to the grub truck. How about some Twitch going on? Who's the one doing the Twitch? That would be the owner of the grub truck. You know, there's something going on. I think it's something connected there, you guys. I mean,
well, I used
in my
to use
opinion.
Twitch all the time. I used to play PUBG. And,
So, do you know how it works?
Yeah, it's Twitch. Yeah, we did live streams. You can do live streams, and
Oh, cool. Fill us in.
we get all kind of watchers. They'd watch us play the game, and that was for gaming. You know what I'm saying? But you can have live streams anywhere you want.
But can you connect with one to the other? Like, say, for instance, okay, let's just a scenery here, scenario. So you got the people down at the grub truck, and you know that when they're walking in, they go right straight to Kaylee, so they know exactly where she's at. So they've been watching, right? Okay, so now you've got the people on Linda Lane or at the M King or at the frat or wherever over there, and they have to keep this all in sequence because this is orchestrated. You know, this is orchestrated,
right? And that's what we're going to try to do with this production is to show the people what's really going on.
Yes. So my question to you, Tommy, is there a way to connect all the live stream, all the Twitches together from every location and watch that? Watch everything, just like I was talking about with you. Is there a way to do that, like triple it up?
Oh, you mean like do it in our production? Are you saying?
No. Just we're over there on November. Yeah, like what you guys were doing in gaming.
Okay.
Like if you were.
Okay, well, here's how it worked with what we did is this one gal who was really good at the game, by the way. And if anybody knows PUBG, you'll know what I'm talking about. She ran a Twitch live stream. So they would see us all playing. It was the stream of the game. You see what I'm saying? And we were a team, and they would see our team doing, you know, it's a fighting game. It's a war game. And but it was just her stream. It was, you know, but I can stream the same thing. It's just that then it's just, you click on a different. Yeah, you could. I mean, they're all up there. You know what I'm saying? You go to you find it. You know what I mean? You find the address, or people know the address. If people know the address of it, then they just click on it. Oh wait, Pia's back.
Yes, she's backstage.
Yeah, she's
And
backstage.
I don't know what happened.
Hey.
to
Oh no!
Bubbly.
What happened to Bubbly now?
Yeah.
Jeez.
Oh my goodness.
Musical chairs.
Right? Come back, Bubbly.
Okay, we're
Don't
gonna.
let me scare you. There's no makeup on my
Let me see if I
face.
got it here yet. We're gonna. I want to play two
Hi, Mark.
videos. I want to play Pia's video.
The 10-minute one, right?
We played Bubbly. And then I got to leave another deal. But
Yeah, I
then
would love
Keith
your
wants
thoughts on
me.
this video
Keith
for
wants
sure.
me to play a video. Keith, let me. You can't send me the link. But which? Tell me again which video that is. Right now, I got to load up Pia's here.
Yeah, I would love your thoughts on this video.
Well, yeah, I was there yesterday's, right?
Yeah. Yeah, it's very, very informative on the
It's
video and
faces
the audio.
faces, places, and traces, right?
Yep, that's one.
Oh, I watched. That was great.
Thank you.
Hi, Doc Terry. By the way, she got in here.
Yes. I
Bubbly
did.
back.
No, not yet. Oh wait, private chat. Yes, she is. She said hi.
Where is she? No, she's.
Oh, maybe that's
fuck,
before she
where'd she-
left. Because I was like, hello,
Oh, that
and she
must
said,
be. Let me look here. Oh yeah.
Do they
that
just
must
have
be-
like cameras when it comes to Twitch at the Grub Truck? I mean, like cameras set up all over the place, or how does that work?
there's 3 of them, I think, right? Or 2 at least.
Yeah, they were live streaming. They were live streaming, and they probably had. I think I know what you mean because if you look at the Grub Truck, there's 4 different cameras, right? Actually, more than that.
There's
There
probably
must be
one we don't
6
see too. Looking at the customers.
Yeah, because there's one from the outside. Yeah, there's at least 4. So there's
Right.
4 different cameras, but it's all in one stream.
And
If
are
that's
they
your-
connected?
if
Can
that's your
direct
question.
which way the cameras move? Can
No,
they
yeah,
move?
they're connected. They're all connected into one stream. Yeah.
Okay, because I
Okay,
agree.
did I-
Probably that it seemed like they had them pointed on the girls, pretty much. I don't know.
Yeah, that's what I thought too.
There's
Yeah,
Bubbly
I
right
thought
there.
Yeah.
that. Is Bubbly back? Okay.
And
Well,
what
she's in
was,
chat at
what was
least.
that thing going on that went blah 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 blah? You know what I mean? On the Twitch, when all of a sudden it just went on and on. It was
she's
just
not
like they were
here,
saying the
though.
same letter. It was just like na 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 na
Who's
na.
Bubbly? Yeah, Bubbly's not here. Okay, here we go. We're gonna share this here. So, okay, make sure you guys mute your mics. Here we go. And this is Pia and Bob's new one
Hit
here.
that subscribe button and the notification bell, and set the notification bell to all, or just keep in your mind that we meet here on Mondays and Thursdays at 4:20 p.m. Eastern. So let's get right into this Brian Koberger case, shall we? Everything we have seen and heard is absolutely
alleged.
and I think it's important for us to keep that in the forefront of our mind at all times. They're only giving information they're allowed to give out, information that won't be compromised and make the public's opinion biased or unbiased. You can't create a jury of people who already have all the information because they've already made up their mind. So we're not privy to all of the information that we feel we should be. But you need to remember that even though we feel we should know this information, sometimes it's for the good and the integrity of the case. So we have been looking at the things we've been given. But are we seeing things clearly? That's what I'm wondering. So I did a little research and I found out, well, I do know quite a lot about facial recognition. I'm sure you guys have figured that out because I have this filter on my face and it is to block facial recognition, actually. And that is the absolute purpose of me having a filter on my face. I know a lot of people are afraid of my eyes or afraid of my makeup when I go live, but I am not willing to sacrifice my safety for your comfort. And if things make you uncomfortable, like clown makeup,
Matter, kid, don't you like clowns?
it's interesting that you're willing and able to find time to watch and listen to gruesome details of true crime. But I digress. Well, I found it interesting that while I was doing my research, there are Asian countries like Hong Kong, China, Japan, they're using this technology that change your face.
It claims to show political protesters in Hong Kong using wearable projectors to avoid by facial recognition technology. As you can see, the projector beams a different face onto the person, making them unrecognizable.
No. I feel there is a darker force at work.
People who are fans of the often put clown makeup on to show their fandom. They call it juggalo makeup.
Flagging.
And apparently it also... Yeah.
In
Yeah.
World War II,
Well,
they painted the ships to be, you know.
Oh,
very
yeah,
hard.
that weird zebra kind of, yeah.
So,
I mean, that technology actually exists. That stuff is scary. Just like deepfake, you can fake someone's voice on any video that you want.
Any video.
Also, I think it is very important that we understand the elements that go along with somebody who commits a murder. They'll be careless and forget things like, oh, I brought my phone with me, or I shouldn't have said something to somebody the way I said it because now it is incriminating towards me, or things like, well, will they see my license plate? Will they, you know, so there's a lot of elements in planning that go into a murder. It was a guy that looked a lot like Bryan Kohberger as far as you could tell with the image on the camera, and it made me think that they did charge him with burglary. Now in Idaho, I do believe that burglary is any time that you're breaking and entering or entering somebody's house. However, I never saw the frat boys charged with that. So I started to think of the aspect of burglary and the aspect of Bryan putting up security cameras for a friend of his. And I had come to the conclusion that if somebody trusted Bryan Kohberger enough to install her security cameras so she could feel safe, that means that Bryan made her feel safe, because she could have called any number of businesses and just had them come and install her camera. It's a lot more safe to have a professional come to your house and do such a thing. But she had a lot of trust and let Bryan do it. It's just ironic that somebody that looked like Bryan in a car like Bryan's kicked down a camera. I don't see it in him, but I see more of that being a possibility than murder.
In the early morning hours of September 22nd, University of Idaho student walking home down the alley near Ashbury Street stopped, looked right at the security camera, and then took it right off the wall. According to the police report, he used his Celtics trash can to climb up. The metal can being flipped as he stands on it. The person took items that looked similar to this, a security camera and a solar panel, looked right at the security camera, and then took it right off the wall. According to the police report, the feeling, it's a skinny, wearing underwear on his head, and Gomez owns the house where the video was shot. And this is Bobby, her 9-year-old son. He's about the same height as the creature in the video. So, could Bobby be Tommy? Bobby, was that you in the video?
No.
Are you sure?
I'm sure.
What do you guys think about that? Do you think that Bryan is capable of something that's not murder? It was a Toyota.
Well, it's part of my daily job as I work on security cameras. Often have to deal with different videos and different qualities. So I'm actually a security technician working on alarm systems, but video is part of that as well. Well, the video itself is definitely interesting. I don't know how much I'm actually being able to see if anything's been altered, but you know, especially when these grainy videos, it's really kind of hard to tell what's actually right and what's actually not, because depending on the quality of the camera,
Oh no.
it can affect what your video you're capturing, especially in low light. matter of the camera itself trying to process the information that it can gather in that low light, and it sees things that we can't see because it's visualizing it in a digital format. I've seen things that just don't exist in our eyes, but you put them onto a digital camera and all of a sudden you get details and textures that don't exist in natural light.
I don't want anybody to get upset with that opinion. I'm just stating that it's a possibility. Doesn't mean that it's a possibility I am willing to consider, but it is a possibility. Be respectful in the comment section and be respectful to one another. Be respectful to me, and if you don't like my channel, just click off. I know all about it. K-bars are very dangerous, very, very dangerous. You can use a bottom like as a hammer, like knock someone out, and then you could stab them probably as many times as you want. They're not getting up. Information that I presented about brass that was challenged, it's like people have lived thousands of years and known that. I don't feel that we need to get into it any more than that. That is me saying my piece on the brass, and everything that I have said in this video is alleged. If you don't know that, then please know that. I am entitled to my opinion, as are you. If you don't agree with anything I have to say and you would like to create a dialogue, that's great. Perhaps sometime come on a panel. I'll treat you with respect and dignity. Like a human being deserves to be treated. See you guys on Monday at 4:20. If you'd like to become a member, that information is absolutely on the channel page. You can find it. If you can't find it, look in the community post. Thank you guys so much. See you Monday.
We gotta figure this out, guys.
So sweet.
Thanks, Deborah. Good stuff, Pia and Bob.
Thank you. So that
Okay,
pretty much
there's
is pointing
Pia's
out
video.
that like,
Great
whatever
video.
we
Great
see in
video.
low light may not be what we're
Yeah.
seeing,
Great video.
Thank you.
Yeah, it's really good.
Right. Yeah, that was a great video. Yeah. And it's that kind of fits into what's gonna be coming out in production too.
Yeah, it's
some of
gonna be
those
awesome.
points, so it's gonna be all tied in together. Yeah. Yeah, I can't wait until it's kind of over though, because holy fuck, it's a lot of hours.
Yeah, it's a lot of work.
It is. Yeah, you got a migraine, huh, Bub? Sorry about that. I hate those fucking things.
Yeah.
I
Do you
didn't
get the
notice I
aura?
was.
Do you get the aura with your migraines? Do you get that aura where you can't like you kind of go blind and stuff, and it's funny
Yeah.
Right, you have to go in the
No,
dark.
Yeah.
Oh,
Everything's, I mean, like smells bother me, light, sound. So
right,
every time
right.
I get a migraine, I feel like I always want to peel the front of my face all it down, get a pressure washer and just
Don't
pull
do
it
that.
inside out and then pop my face back on. That's what I like to do. Because it feels like everything's just like in there, just I don't know, rotten or something. It's so weird how it feels. It's just like, ugh.
Right. Yeah, I hate migraines, man. These fucking suck.
Yeah.
Yep. And I, you know, when you're doing a lot of computer work, that seems to happen.
Yeah, I think it's when I look at the phone so much. That's why I was like, I'm just going to close my eyes and just kind of listen. It's like one of those things, or close my eyes as I'm talking, whatever. But it's just like, but I better be careful because I might hit something different than the camera, the chat, or something button if I tap on my eyes closed.
Right.
Right. Yeah.
Bubbly, what did you think? What was the purpose? Do you think that Hunter guy? I think that was Hunter, not the brother, but the best friend or whatever. Why do you think he had zip ties on his wrists that day?
Well, so that's a game that they play called Champagne and something. And it's basically what they do is they zip tie each other together, and it's a hazing game. So they zip two people together, and they usually put them in a bathtub, and then they have them drink, a fifth or whatever of alcohol between the two of them, and until before they can be unclipped. They can't go away from each other until they drink that alcohol. And
Why would they be playing that though? Because they're both already in, right?
Exactly. So Hunter at that point was a senior, so we're going to consider him alumni, right?
Okay.
It could very well be that. So, okay, let me back up a little bit. When they walked up that hill, I don't know if you guys noticed it, but the cop was talking to Hunter very intimately, like they were very, very close together, whispering. Hunter was pointing over to the other fraternity house. A bunch of stuff was going on prior to Kaylee coming to the door, and there was a piece of audio clipped out of there, and you can tell because when he goes to knock on the sliding glass door, he walks away from it, and then you hear the knock, or it's either before that or something rather. That means a piece was clipped out of there. So something was said in there they didn't want to be heard, And so whatever him and Hunter, Hunter's becoming more and more suspicious to me as time goes. Put it that
Yeah,
way.
he's a weird kid.
Yeah, it could have been that possibly because of Kaylee coming into the house, because that house was their house. That house is I believe that house is a satellite house, and that's like an annex. It's like a satellite house is where it's a house the frats or the sorority, mostly the frats, pay for off campus so they can go do their partying, their hazing, all that stuff, and that way it's off. Like someone was saying earlier, I think it was Terry, or no, I think it was you, Golf, was saying about the private property.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, how they can't do anything if they're on private property. Hence the reason the house went gifted to, you guys, gift over to the university, because then it's gifted so they can do whatever they want. It's private property. They can't even come on to get evidence at that point, right?
Right. Without permission or warrant.
Yeah, and actually, Barry's mother, Dave Barry's mom, she is the paralegal for Franklin Lee, for one of his law firms. She was a paralegal on that document for that house.
That's interesting.
Very interesting, right?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So that frat's covered. Franklin Lee's a really big law firm. Yeah. So.
Yeah, I just also thought it was odd that he came out with her.
Right.
Well,
Why
he's on her heels. Yeah, he runs that house. Like, I think he is way bigger part of this than anybody thinks. Hence the reason they put him up there in the memorial to talk. Right? Why did he go up there?
And why did he say such stupid stuff?
Oh my God, I was so embarrassed for him. Oh my God, I couldn't believe the things he was saying. It was so embarrassing. Yeah. So I don't know. It's Emily, think about Emily, Heman's girlfriend. The house was right next door. They came over there to do their partying because they wouldn't get in trouble. Look who they didn't get tickets, right? They were there both times, every time.
Yeah.
They just said, "Oh, your friend, tell your friends to, blah 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 blah." Well, good Lord.
Yeah, and he checked all the rooms, not the cops.
Yeah.
That's weird.
Yeah, we went through every room and nobody's here. Well, how the hell do you have access to every room? And how,
Yeah, right.
Seriously? hence Kaylee's list. Things I value. One of the things on there was my space, my room, my space, my room, and alone time. So I don't think they had any alone time in that house. And I don't know how they ever got on the dean's list every freaking time, because, I mean, how can you study in something like that?
There's a lot of ways to get on the dean list.
Yeah, I'm sure there is.
Yeah.
Especially with Daddy Green over there. Yeah.
Right. I'm sure he would find that. Yeah. It's like, yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
He's
That you
across
say
the
that
board.
he basically pretty much runs that house, because it seems like that other noise complaint. Remember, that was that Bethany, or I know there was discussion.
I think it was Emily. Are you talking about at the door?
Yeah, at that one noise
That
complaint.
was Bethany. That was Bethany 100,000%. That was Bethany.
It was? Doesn't
yeah,
his
because if you
girlfriend
look at the
just like
picture,
Bethany?
So if you look at the picture of them earlier that day where they took a picture and Kaylee's in the dress that she was wearing, right? Bethany's
Mhm.
standing right there with those shorts and the tank top and everything on. She's standing right there.
Okay.
Yeah. But it was
So she
also
lives there. Yet
yeah.
That wasn't the
she had to
same
go
night though, was it?
Yeah, they got called twice. They were called twice that. So yeah, that was the same night. Yeah, for sure. So one was
Well,
earlier in
what-
the day. So Kaylee's got called at like 4 or 5 that day, and Matt Moye, who Saeed said he was partying at Matt's house. Matt there's an article out there that Matt talks about him calling for the noise complaint, and he said he had something to do the next day and didn't want to hear it. Well, why not just walk down the damn hill and ask them if they can be quiet, right? He
Right.
called it a noise complaint, and so he also mentioned some weird stuff in there. He mentioned that he saw Kaylee walking her dog every once in a while. And he also mentioned that something about Dylan, like he thought Dylan and them were on good terms. And I'm like, why the heck mention Dylan? I mean, what did the reporter ask him in order for him to mention Dylan in that context? That's a good question.
the reporter, I'm confused.
So in the article,
I
Matt
cannot
said-
find that video.
What?
I cannot find that video, Keith.
What video?
Well, he wants me to play between 30 and 40 minutes of conflict of interest of Neek's Peaks, and I can't find conflict of interest on Neek's Peaks.
Yeah, you have to send the link or something. Put the link in the chat.
Well, yeah, I don't know if I can do that. Well, wait a minute. Maybe this. Wait a minute. Through this, I may be able to. What's her name? Cynthia Moonwalker posted it, but I have to use that other page because I can't just click on the. No, it's not there.
Neek's Peaks first Idaho 4
I don't
video.
know how I'm going to get that. Yeah, I don't
While
know
you do
what
that-
the first Idaho 4.
Do you know what it's called, Keith?
Pardon me?
I was asking Keith
Yeah,
if he
I'm
knows
looking
what it's called.
for it.
Because she probably has quite a few on that, I think.
Yeah, she has a lot of videos, and I don't know which video he's talking about. But he said
Yeah,
it would
that's
answer
it.
all the questions.
I think I'm gonna jump off, Tommy. Can you hear
Oh,
me?
yeah? Okay, girl. Yep, I hear
Sorry.
you. Yep.
Bye, golf.
Yeah.
All right,
that's-
you guys
that's
have a
fine.
good
Yeah.
Bye,
night.
golf. Have a good night.
Yep,
Thanks,
you too.
Golf.
Thank you,
Nice
Golf.
nice
Thank
chatting with
Golf.
you.
Love you, girl.
Nice chatting with you too.
Love you, girl.
Love you. Bye.
Yep.
Bye.
Bye.
I like
Yeah,
her. She's
this
cool.
is what that's what he's saying
Yeah,
right there, but I can't find it, so I don't know.
Oh, let me see if I can find it.
Well, I can't see. Yeah, I can't see chat
Yeah,
while
you
I'm here,
can't
and
see
my
it.
other phone is actually buffering right now. Like I'm not doing anything on it, so it's.
To the
And you guys were just talking like robots. I couldn't hear anything you were saying.
That's because we are.
To the bottom.
Ooh, good to know.
Well,
It's so good to know that information.
oh, here's
I'm a
another
dork. I'm a dork.
one. And I posted this, and I can understand if they maybe split it. I don't know why I don't know. The whole thing's disgusting, but I did hear about the urns of Kaylee and then Maddie's are both in the Gonzalez's house.
Mhm.
So, did you hear that? Probably or
Yes.
Yeah, that was on the Olivia's video, right?
Okay.
I'm just trying to
Yeah.
find the video.
I just thought that was very odd. I mean, why wouldn't you want your own child?
Moonflower, I can't click on that. I you know what I'm saying? I can't
I'm gonna
click on
find
that.
it, and I'll put it in the private chat.
I don't know.
You guys might be able to out there, but I can't because I'm in
Nice.
StreamYard. So you know what I mean? Oh, wait a minute. I can from here though. Okay, let's see. This is doing
Okay.
it. I got it.
Sweet.
Get rid of that one now. Okay, so he wants me to go between 30 and 40 minutes. so I'll do that.
Oh, she's gone
All
again.
set up here. Who is? I'm on a
Probably.
different page. Oh, is she? Oh. Okay, so
She'll
here's
pop back
29,
up.
22. That's close enough. Yeah, somebody just popped up. Let me look.
What is
here.
this gonna
Yep,
tell us
over
now?
there. There we go. Okay, so here we go. I'm gonna present this here. There we go. And here's what Keith's been wanting us to play here. So there we are. If it allows me to, the way this thing's been acting. I got it at 29-22, and he wanted it between 30 and 40, so that's close enough.
Actions in this scenario infringes the girl's rights to privacy and freedom from unwarranted government intrusion.
I'm still on the department channel. Moscow 111. We're clear of 1127 King Road. We're going to be out at 1122 Queen Road. Same problem. Hey guys, can you send someone out who lives here, please?
Did you guys get any balls last night? Because I'm looking for one with Zan Dash.
Nope. Sorry, you can always call us later and ask in case it gets turned in here. Their business line.
Sweet, thank you.
You bet. No one's coming to the door.
You're not going to front door, no. Yep, thanks, man. Yeah, I took one look at that speaker. I said,
You get a lot of guys trying to argue private property access.
the way I've always done it, correct me if I'm wrong, was the way I did it there. Find one responsible, have everyone else hold them accountable. If I got to come back here, they're getting the ticket. Because then it's on them to nip everyone else in the bud.
Yeah, and if they don't come out, we just contact landlords.
Yeah.
Or we come back the next day or the next time you work.
Yeah.
And just note that lack of cooperation does not go a long ways with us. Or we come back the next day or the next time you work.
Yeah.
And just note that lack of cooperation does not go a long ways with us.
Yeah.
Huh. No stairs to the back deck. Interesting.
This is actually a balcony and not a deck. That's okay though, no one's perfect.
How are you?
Good, how are you?
Good. Is this your place?
Yeah.
Perfect. You over here.
I assume noise.
Noise, yeah.
Yeah.
Big speaker right there.
Yeah.
Nothing against having a party. Once neighbors start calling in, they have an issue.
Fair.
You go to school?
Yeah.
Okay. What year?
Senior.
Senior. Okay. So I'll tell you the same thing I told them. You probably know the drill, right?
Actually, no.
Oh, okay. So usually, at least for me, I'll give you a verbal warning.
Okay.
Once I have neighbors calling in, please just too loud. You're disturbing the peace.
Yeah.
Nothing against having parties. Nothing against having people over who are overage to drink.
Mhm.
But again, once we start disturbing the neighbors, then we've got an issue.
Yeah.
Always take it as up to 300.
Yeah, somewhere around 300, 400
It's
bucks.
a pretty expensive ticket. I don't want to give that to you. That being said, this is your place, so I'm going to hold you responsible.
They get it more
Because it's your
expensive
place,
later
you're
it
also
gets.
responsible for everybody.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna grab
We already
you.
warned them too, so.
And if I do have to come back here, $300 tickets to go away.
Okay.
And it'll get some more expensive. So fair.
Yeah, that's fair. Absolutely.
Actually, what's your phone number for you? Is this 1122 here?
Yeah.
Okay. I'd much rather you spend that $300 on beer or something fun.
Yeah,
Noise
yeah.
ticket, right?
Yeah, thank you. I appreciate it.
Yeah. That being said, warnings. I'll do it again.
Yep.
I'd hate to come back in a few hours and then have the issue there. So,
Yeah.
any questions for me?
No.
All right. Have a great rest of your day.
Take care.
Okay, Bubbly. Love you, girl. Love you, Bubs.
Casey, I'm just going to loop around up here. Hey there.
I always thought this guy was weird. And do you get that same feeling?
I
this
do,
dude?
yeah. Yeah, for sure.
Just the way he
He's a
walked
creep.
around, and then then he talked about, oh, there's no what was it, stairs or something, it's like, what do you need to know that for? You know what I mean?
Yeah, and I never
what are you
heard the
looking at that?
beginning of that. I never heard where they said, it's our constitutional right not to come to the door. In the beginning of that.
Oh, they said that?
Right.
Yeah, in the very beginning, yeah. And they're like, why don't you come to the door? And they were like, because it's their fucking constitutional right not to come to the door, I think is what it said on the screen.
Because we don't live here.
Right? And then he came out after somebody was all like timid. All of a sudden, Hunter needs to be out there to listen or something. I don't know, because it sounded like there was other people in there.
Keith says that device is illegal on his hand. I asked a cop friend. LE was stalking the house. That's what I'm wondering. And I have to ask, these calls that they get. You know what? That neighborhood is full of college kids. Who would be calling in on a party? You know what I'm saying? Especially so many times. I mean, who the hell would be calling in? It's a bunch of college kids in every house parties. And I
Most
just,
of
I
them
don't
are
know.
at the party.
What's that?
It seems like most of them are there.
Right. I mean, like, so who made the call? I'd like to know if they got receipts. You know what I mean? Do they got receipts on somebody called all these times they went there? If I was Ann Taylor, I'd say I want to know who called in, and I want to see. It's got to be in the report. There's got to be a report, right? If they called in 911, there's got to be a report, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, there has to be a call, a recording, a report.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's on
I
the
was on
police
Taylor.
blog
I'd
or
be
whatever.
all over that shit. Yeah, I'd be all over that shit going, I want to see the receipts on this. I want to see that they were actually called in, or are they just hassling this house because there's some beautiful women there. You know what I mean?
Right.
What was on that guy's the police officer's hand that you said was illegal?
Right, illegal device. What are you talking about? Right? Someone said it was an illegal device on the cop's hand.
Yeah, here, I'm going to keep playing it here. There's an illegal device on this guy's hand. That's what Keith keeps saying.
Looks pretty clean in there.
Is this your placement? Okay, would you mind going and getting somebody who's placed this? Oh, she is?
Yeah, she's at the front door.
You want to send her up back here? I apologize. We knocked at the front door. No one came.
Someone said don't open the
thanks,
door.
man. Yeah, I took one look at that speaker. I said,
How the heck did he see it?
And what's the other guy looking at? He just did a 360 of the yard on his body cam.
You get a lot of guys going to argue private property access.
the way I've always done it, and correct me if I'm wrong, was the way, find one responsible, have everyone else hold them accountable. If I got to come back here, they're getting the ticket.
Shit, I was on mute before.
Yep.
Yeah, they keep walking over this way. And then you had that
Why?
one guy saying, there's no stairway. That's interesting. No, it's interesting that you're fucking saying that. You know what I mean? Why would you be interested if there's a fucking stairway going up this fucking house?
Yeah, who cares?
Yeah, I don't know. And then this guy's
Were they
over
going to
here
try to go
looking at,
knock up there or something?
Yeah, looking at, and you look at this pathway right here. Look at that pathway right there. Oh,
It's pretty clear.
so easy. Boom, boom. That's really clear.
Bada
Look at
boom,
that.
bada bing.
Yeah.
Because then it's on them to nip everyone else in the bud because they know.
They don't come out. We just contact them.
Yeah.
Stupid. Oops.
You know what I just noticed? Did you hear the dog bark? Was that Murphy?
The stairs to the back.
No, that was my dog.
Yeah, interesting.
Oh, okay.
Take a listen. Oh, guys.
The stairs to the back deck. Interesting.
Yeah, that's just fucked up, man. That's fucked up.
Stairs to the back deck. Interesting.
That's fucked up.
How are you?
Good. How are you?
Good. Is this your place?
Yeah.
Perfect.
Two of these cops wind up in Exhibit A of the Brian Koberger versus Idaho case. We could be looking at a conflict of interest here, especially considering the arguable misconduct that happens during the incidents at 1122 King Road with a lot of these officers, and one being the sergeant who everyone else is underneath the command of at nighttime and during the time of these incidents. Now, as it turns out, people have now been debating about this footage that has turned out to be right across the street from the victim's home, right during that window of opportunity when the tragedy could have occurred. These guys are doing more picking on students down the street.
No. Hey, is that beer? Is that beer in your hand?
Yeah, I'm 21.
You got the ID on you?
I don't.
Okay.
I'll take it back to my apartment if you need.
Okay.
Sorry.
You got a driver's license?
I don't have it.
What? No, in general.
I do
Yeah.
have one, yeah.
What state is it through?
Idaho.
Idaho?
Mm.
Okay. Perfect. I'm just going to check if everything's good. Since they're
This
not
guy
open,
is super
I'll let you hang on to them.
Okay. So will I get charged with anything?
No,
or?
no.
Okay. Appreciate
But
it.
it's just enough for me to stop, check, make sure you're 21,
No worries.
walking
Yeah,
around
I
here
get
in
it.
public.
All right.
Moscow 77, check one. What's that?
Am I going to take off? Or?
No, let me run this through dispatch, make sure you're actually 21 and give me a fake birthday or anything. Well, all right, we're past the 40-minute mark. That has always been very suspect to me. That whole, them constantly going over there for noise complaints doesn't make sense to me.
But do you remember when I think it was Brett Payne that told Xana that he had never had to go over there before? And I heard it in one of the other stops that they said they hadn't gone there before, been called there before. Which doesn't make
Which is crazy because it's got to be on report, right? Because we have body cam footage, I wonder who the first one who got that body cam footage was. Was it Law and Crime or that got this? Do you know? Anybody know? I'm thinking it was Law and Crime, but it's fucking weird. But anyway, it's past 3 hours. I think I'm going to shut her down for Friday night. And I can't wait to get and poor Bubs. I hope her headache goes away. I can't, man. That shit fucking sucks.
Yeah, it does.
I can't.
It's awful.
Oh, migraines are the fucking worst, man.
Mhm.
I start out with that aura, and the aura to me is worse than the headache. That aura drives me nuts. Like when you close your eyes and all those colors, they're like flashing like lightning
super
rods.
bright. Yeah.
Yeah, it's just very disturbing, man. Yeah. So.
Yeah, if you
But
don't-
yeah, I
if
think
you
I'm
have
going to shut it
never had
down
one-
for the night.
If you've never
What's
had
that,
one,
Terry?
if you've never had a migraine, because I get them too, people look at you like you.
Oh, yeah, I get them. Yeah.
They're like, it's just a
I
headache.
get them. Yeah, I hate them. I can't stand them.
What grade
Drive
was
me fucking bananas.
Kaylee's brother in? Does anybody know? Didn't
What's
he go
that?
to school there too? Kaylee's brother? I thought he was there at
Kay-
school too.
I'm not sure on that one.
There you go.
I don't know. Not quite sure. All right. Well, you guys have anything more to add or anything?
Nothing except
Um,
thank you very much for letting me get up.
We have a live on Monday.
Right. Yep. He has got her 420 live on Monday.
That's
Make
right.
sure you're all there for that. And I just want to say thank you to all my beautiful crime family, and my beautiful mods for taking care of the chat and working so hard, which they do. And my mods aren't just mods. They do investigative work for me, and they keep an eye on Tommy. So and make sure everybody's being behaved with Tommy. Which is crazy with the stuff they find out. But yeah. But anyway, it was a great Friday again. and had a great panel here. Terry, it was good having you up here.
Oh, well, thank you for
always
having
have
me.
good questions. Anytime. Yep.
Do you know if Bubbly has
Anytime.
an email
And-
address?
I don't, yeah, she does, but I don't know it right off the bat here.
Probably on her channel page.
Okay, I couldn't find it.
Love you, Randy. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, Randy's awesome.
Okay.
Well, thank you very much. I'm gonna
Yeah.
sit down. You guys have a good night.
Yeah, I'm
you too.
P.S. Stay. You know what to do.
Yeah, I know what to do. I sent you a message in the private chat too.
Yeah, I see that.
Yeah. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, and I'm gonna have a long outro so you guys can
do
chat up
that.
and stuff. Yeah, I'm gonna do that. So until next time, I love you all. I love you all. I love you all. Until next time, rock and roll.
Could have a steam train if you just lay down your tracks. You could have an aeroplane flying if you bring your blue skies back. All you do is call me. I'll be anything you need. Could have a Big Dipper going up and down around it bends. You could have a bumper car bumping. This amusement never ends. I'm gonna be your sledgehammer. Why don't you call my name? Oh, let me be a sledgehammer. This will be my testimony. Show me around your fruit cage, 'cause I will be your honeybee. Open up your fruit cage, where there's fruit and as sweet as can be. I wanna be your sledgehammer. Why don't you call my name? Oh, let me be a sledgehammer. Put your mind at rest. I'm gonna be sledgehammer. This will be my testimony. Oh, let me be a sledgehammer. Let there be no doubt about it. I could have it. Shed my skin. Shed my skin. This is the new stuff. This is the new stuff. I go dancing in. Go dancing in. Won't you show for me? Show for me. I will show for you.
everyone, and thank you for being here. This was the first ever full band boat recording session video. If you enjoyed it, you could help me a lot by hitting the like and subscribe button below. I want to take this moment to say a huge thank you to all my channel members and patrons who made all of this possible. Renting this boat
for all the things I never said. I'm sorry that I never did. I thank you for your precious time, for teaching me how to climb. I'm sorry. I miss my mom, you know, I do. I miss her. I stopped talking to her during the pandemic. I haven't talked to her for years, you know. I miss her. So, it's the first time I've admitted that since being back to touring, but it's true, I do miss her. Things I never said. I'm sorry that I never did. I thank you for your precious time, for teaching me how to climb. I love you more than summertime. You've been such a good friend of mine. Every sacred word is true. I learned to love because of you. Oh, Mama, I saw the world, and it was good and full of kindness. And every step I took, you held my hand and watched me grow. You'll never know how much I love you. I am not afraid, I'm not afraid. I finally grew. Mama, this one's for you. You always look beyond the dark. You told me joy lives in the heart. Life is what you make of it. Make sure to cherish every bit. And oh, Mama, I saw the world, and it was good and full of kindness. And every step I took, you held my hand and watched me grow. You'll never know how much I love you. And I am not afraid, I'm not afraid. I finally grew. Mama, this one's for you. Mama, this one's for you.
Sorry about that.
I see my redhead, mess bed, tear shed, queen bee miss squeeze. The stage smells, tells, hells, bells, misspells, knocks me on my knees. It didn't hurt, flirt, blood, squirt, stuff, shirt like me on a tree. After I count down 3 rounds, in hell I'll be in good company. Redhead, mess bed, tear shed, queen bee must squeeze. The stage smells, tells, hells, bells, misspells, knocks me on my knees. It didn't hurt, flirt, blood, squirt, stuffed shirt like me on a tree. After I count down 3 rounds, in hell I'll be in good company.
there's a lady who shines in the light, glorifies my soul and eyes. The rain stops into the night. I walk in shadows of the moonlight. When the time is right and the stars shine bright, I'll kiss my lady through the night. Oh, my lady, do you hear all those whispers in your ear? I walk in shadows of the moonlight. Starstruck and stuck in time, it always seems to be seem alright. My thoughts inside, I miss it day and night. There's only one reason to stay up all night. Shadows of the night. I'm slipping away, it's almost time. Take my hand, my lady, please don't cry. Hold me forever until I die. Don't be lonely, I'm by your side. I walk in shadows.